What is up? We are live. We are here with Peppertoni. Fimps, how we doing?
I believe you're on mute. What a great start.
Am I? I I don't think I'm
Unless
on mute.
I'm,
I think
unless,
you.
oh, wait,
Yeah, we
you
got
are on
Peppertoni.
mute,
We got
but it's
Gunner.
my fault.
We got Peanut Punch.
What
Yeah,
a
hey
great
Gunners.
start. Hold on.
Oh, it's all
Oh,
good.
hold on. All right, we're back.
As we say, the goose is loose, right?
He is
The
loose.
goose is loose.
Running around underneath.
Yeah. The Elim and DK Millie for sure. That's kind of where I'm at. I definitely want to do those two. BBM, I would need to bink the dinger or something. Uh, I'm only here due to contract obligation, so we all pull up HN absolutely. So, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna discuss quarterback tier list, and I think Peppertoni and I have massively different tier lists, so it's gonna be it should be fun. But anyway, we'll get to that after the intro.
Hey, we're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls in descent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens Unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who? Hey, thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Degen wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Bestball eternal, in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, Cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafting through the veins.
What's up, money? Anything? Can any tier list be considered valid without JJ McCarthy? Yes. As you could see, I don't know about you, Peppertoni. I didn't even rank him. So, like, I stopped.
It's even on the thing.
Stopped at Carson Beck.
I think
And-
he didn't make the
Yeah.
graphic.
Yeah,
Even
yeah. He
which-
didn't make the graphic. So,
Sad fall off.
yeah,
We can just
Not-
throw him in ew. He's spiritually in ew.
yeah. He definitely in new. So the tiers we're going are insane value, hard to pass, fair, don't love it, and ew. I feel like I had a hard time putting anybody down at the bottom, honestly. Like
It's tough now, and this is based on their
their-
ADP.
yeah, it's
Where they
at
go.
cost. These are at cost.
So it's
So,
like
Underdog.
how
at
good
cost, right.
they are times where they go.
Correct. And like one of the players
Sort of.
I take a bunch of, but it's a player that's like
You're
at
gonna
the
put him in
end of a tier, but I never feel good about it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And like
Uh-huh.
I rated them today, and I'm like, why do I have over 8% of this player? And I know the answer, but like it made me think maybe I should just lock up QB earlier, right?
Is
Like,
it
it's a player I was in on last year?
Geno Smith?
No, it was
All right.
Bryce Young.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm cooling off. We'll get to him, but I'm cooling
Yeah.
off. I was optimistic, and now I'm like,
yeah, that's how I was like, man, like,
We'll
and then I don't know, but yeah, we'll get to all of them. So, do we want to start at just ADP, top of ADP?
we could go by ADP. Sure, it seems like or go in order of their
yeah, we could just go
their
with
mug
this order.
shots.
Yeah. So I think this first one is going to be the first big debate.
First disagreement. Yeah. Because I'm going right into fair and has been fair the whole time.
Yeah. So I have him in the tier below that, but at the top of that tier.
Sure.
And so let's go ahead and debate it. Like I can say it's fair. So I had him in the U category, but
at first.
Yeah.
I would.
Like
yeah,
for the first,
sure. When he was like ADP
first month or so, like
25.
I don't know about you, but every lobby I'm in, he's going to the fourth round right now.
He's starting to slide. People are like, "Why are we doing this?"
Yeah, and if he's in the fourth round, I think it is fair. So I'm willing to move him to fair. The thing I don't the thing that's got me to change my mind on him is Josh Allen has to be pushed in my eyes to do anything. But week 15 and 16, he plays like it's Denver and New England or something. It's like Denver and somebody else. It's like a real. Is it the Rams? Denver and the Rams, I think.
Yeah, he's week 15 Chicago, 16 at Denver, then at Miami.
And I think those two games he's going to get pushed. And I think that
Chicago, Denver, yeah.
I don't care about the Miami game, but I mean, if you need him week 15 and 16, you need him week 15 and 16, right?
Right.
So I think that has made me a little more bullish on him. Now, I'm not saying I'm taking a lot of him, but I'm in between the two. I'm okay moving him to fair, but I'm going to argue that he's at the back end of fair.
He's fair because within the context of everything else, right? This highly inflated QB market, you're locking in a guy that you know is going to be top 5 at the absolute worst, right? So with I don't buy as much into oh my God, he can score 50 points, but he has, right? He can. So is that going to happen again? Probably not, but he has a demonstrated very high ceiling. So you're going to want access to that, and they can come. And I agree, because I've said this about him in the past. He's got his handful of like 4.5 point little stinkers too. But just with everybody else priced up, give me the top guy, and then I'll just stop at 2, and you idiots can all.
I thought Lamar's the top guy.
Lamar is the GOAT, but give me the perceived top guy. Whatever. I'll take my share of Josh Allen.
I was pretty happy at like 3.5 to 4% of him in the middle of the third. If he's going to be in the 4th round, and number one, like I think that where he was going, he was the back end of a tier. And the only reason I liked him at all around the 3-4 turn is because I think that the ADPs are flipped. I've said this a lot. So I don't like the players in that range. He's starting to go at the back end of those people and right around the people I really like. So,
sure.
But I still think it's a better price overall.
I mean, rounds 3 through like 5.5 have been wrong the whole time, basically, in my opinion. So I didn't mind taking a handful of Josh in, 3rd or whatever. But we always were, we would talk. It was tough because there were some other really good values too. And he was just fair to me. That's fair.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. Apparently I brought just so everybody knows, my PC crashed like 4 minutes before the stream and I had to reset everything. And apparently it reset everything on its own while we were live. And I have like 6 extra screens up. So I've been trying to funnel through them and find which one the right one is. So, that wasn't the right button.
No, that was the wrong.
So, all right, now here we are. So next we got Drake May. Where are you on Drake May?
I'm going to throw him in hard to pass for me. Obviously opened up, I would have said ew, but at current ADP, hard to pass for many of those same reasons. He's giving you that QB, top 3-ish 5 upside. And again, the whole QB market is priced up, and now you're getting Drake May sometimes like in the 70s, which is pretty good to me. I think the wide receivers, I'm looking at it, they kind of start falling off, the skill guys there. Anyways, give me Drake May. I'm going to put him hard to pass.
I'm going to guess you and I might have different meanings on before we continue, let's
clarify. Sure.
Let's clarify insane value, hard to pass, fair. So how many people do you have in insane value? Because I got 5. I think there's 5 incredibly strong picks.
I haven't actually gone through it per se. I might have 3.
Okay. So
I mean, you could, or I could be swayed to throw Drake May in there if we felt strongly about it, but I would have 3.
So I'm gonna put him at the back end of this. Then I actually have him as the second best option by ADP. That's where I'm at with it. But like I could be talked into.
I could also, I might also, I mean, depending like how we're interpreting it. I mean, there's 2 other maybe unlikely people I could throw into the insane value category and feel good about it.
Right.
So I'm fine. You want to throw them in there? That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I gave you a little on Allen.
Yeah.
You can give me a little on Drake May.
Yeah.
We'll save the hate for late. Sound good?
Yeah, I know there's at least one that we'll talk about.
Yeah, there's one of. I think he's the next one, possibly.
Could be. Yeah, he may be.
Because that is Malik next. I believe it will be much different there as well. But yeah, I think Drake May. I think there's one absolute clear value. Number one, like. I'm personally taking into consideration like what's going on around these players, right? Like because it is the ADP landscape, and I think that like him and we'll get to Jaden later, but like him and Jaden are like the clear picks in round 6. So to me, that's why like the insane value. Like if you told me you had to take May and Lamar or May and Daniels next to Lamar, I wouldn't love it, but I think I could still do it, right? Like I think I could do it, but you don't have to. You get a wait around. So that's why I'm at insane value there. It's hard to imagine any other quarterback putting up the passing volume, rushing volume, and a goal line. Yeah, like that is a fact. So we're on to Malik Willis. I'll start this one off. I have him near the bottom of don't love it. And I'm going to guess you're higher. So a lot higher. Now, I think that the Miami offense is going to struggle immensely to get anything going. If they're not getting first downs, they're not going to be able to he's not going to be able to rush. Like he did nothing at all in Tennessee, although he was very young. But he had all kinds of weapons in Green Bay, and those weapons allowed him to continually get some first downs, which let his rushing efficiency do something. The cupboard is completely bare in Miami, so I'm very bearish on the whole situation. With that being said, I still have 6.4% because his upside is huge. This is what I'm doing with him. Whenever I push quarterback and I lose, I just pick him.
Sure.
Because you don't need anything else, right? So it kind of like the Bryce Young thing. It's like, well, I lost on all this other stuff. Let's see if we can come back with the biggest upside pick on the board at quarterback. So I don't love it because normally I've put myself in a bad situation to get to taking Malik Willis.
Yeah. I came in ready to just say that's fair. And if you look back at my Superflex tier list, I just have them as kind of 4th tier. But for the content, I'll put him in a hard to pass. I'll argue for hard to pass because he's going. First of all, you're not paying anything for him. He's going at the end. He's going. I would give me him over CJ Stroud 1,000 times out of 1,000. Sam Darnold, obviously better player. Not for fantasy. Bryce Young, we'll get to him, right? All these other guys. I think probably the main difference with the Dolphins for me is I'm just not playing them as the complete dumpster fire. So I came in ready to defend the case a little bit. This guy, Jeff Hafley, he's a nobody to us. He's been around the block. He's paid his dues with some good coaches. He's worked for Kyle Shanahan, Matt LaFleur, Ryan Day in college. He got recruited by. So he's somebody that's respected, obviously with Matt LaFleur the last couple of years. Bobby Slowick, offensive coordinator, PFF Bobby, we joke about.
Yeah.
But has worked with Kyle Shanahan and Mike McDaniel. He was there with Mike McDaniel last year, so he's soaking up some of that too.
And something about Slowick that everybody wanted them out of Houston, but Houston was way worse last year.
Absolutely. And
So that is a point.
What are they doing on offense? What the heck are they doing? So
Yeah.
okay, maybe a little room for optimism there. I think their offensive line is middle of the pack, not dumpster fire. I think they're better than horrific.
What about the idea that their defense is just not going to be able to stop anybody? Do you buy that at all?
Sure, maybe, but that just means more volume for like we never thought Jacoby Brissett was good. Sure. But he scores a lot of fantasy points for us. And so I think we've all come around to the idea that players that looked bad in bad situations, such as the Tennessee Titans, who are a garbage dumpster fire organization who have no idea what they're doing. Yeah, I guess a third round pick might not look the best. Now he's had a couple years of seasoning with a good offensive coach. And there's just, some Kurt Warner, Chase Daniel, I think the other one of the film guys have, I would categorize, neutral to positive, optimistic outlook on these guys, Josh and Hayden. So I think there's room. And then that's without getting into any of the way that he plays, right? I don't think he's going to throw up 1,000 rushing yards, but that's the kind of player that he is. He looks good on film to me, just watching the plays, right? Making these throws that are impressive. He's going through the reads. He's making these downfield throws in stride, hidden big plays. Now, of course, there's nobody on the Dolphins, right? We get that. Right, but I think they're going to lean into what they have, which is an RPO style thing. Achane is amazing. Their offensive line is good enough. They're going to lean heavy into that if they are smart. And again, we're just not paying anything for it. So I think it's a nice play.
I will move him to fair instead of don't love it to like meet in the middle here. Yeah. And I will keep him behind Josh Allen.
And I'm not even going crazy. Like I'm not even going crazy. I'm just not playing the Dolphins as complete dumpster.
I think there's if you aren't, I think it's a good bet.
I think there's fantasy points to be had. That's all at a discount.
Yeah, because you look at the ADPs. You got Achane at slowly dropping. Like I think he's going to be picked 20 soon, but we got him there, then Malik Willis, and then Dulcich at 184. Like that's it on the Dolphins. That's all we're drafting. That's it. That's it. That's all there is.
It's grim. But I'll say this: did anybody know who Chimere DK and Alec Ayumanor were? No, nobody freaking was drafting those bozos, right? But they put up some serviceable whatevers, right? There's sometimes that happens. We don't know everything.
Yeah, so last year DK and Iomanor was going in the 170s, 180s. They both.
I agree. There's nothing there, but Achane and Dulcich, but he could have. I don't know. He's not going to have 1,000 rushing yards. Everybody can get over that. He's not Lamar Jackson. He's not Mike Vick, right? So
please fade the Dolphins this game tight.
Yeah, I was clicking a little Chris Bell. But there's nothing there. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of.
I started clicking a bunch of Chris Bell at the beginning, and then I was like, I don't know. Like I feel like I just want to wait. And if Caleb Douglas gets some buzz, we just draft him. And if not, like I want to hear on Chris Bell.
Caleb Douglas getting some buzz on the so you think you can tout.
Goofy's cohort. Well, if you've watched Goofy's channel, like he's always in there just talking about it. He's always in there talking about it. All right, so let's
moving on.
Yeah, let's move on to Geno Smith. Ew. I got him and don't love it, and at the very bottom of don't love it.
I'm not. I'm just not.
Yeah, no, we've had a lot of talks about this, and the reason I don't have him in is because in Seattle, he had an okay offensive line, and he is very sensitive to pressure, and the Jets have they should have a pretty good offensive line. They've invested a lot of capital.
Up and coming. Yeah.
So, and they do have, Sadiq and Cooper are rookies, but Garrett Wilson is awesome.
He's a workhorse, right?
And Breece Hall is a really good receiver out of the backfield, and Geno has thrown the ball to receivers in the backfield before. So, like, I do think that there's a world where it's fine, but I will say, in light of recent news, we can move him down here.
Father of the Year, Geno Smith. Yeah.
Like,
he's-
if so, number one, there's like two news articles that are huge for Geno Smith. Number one, the accuser situation, and number two, Sorsby's not going to be on the Jets.
yeah.
So
we still have Derek Carr watch though.
Yeah, we're still on Derek Carr watch. We'll get to him eventually. I got a lot of Dulcich. Yeah, I didn't take much Dulcich, and I do regret it. Yeah, so I'm like borderline between these two. I actually am well overweight. I got like 9.5%, 10% of them because he's so free. Anytime you take Garrett Wilson or Brees, like you can just tack them on at 180. And
I'm at the point, and maybe some of this is a little philosophical with the way that we build. Like I don't feel the need. I don't feel the need to tack on a Geno Smith. If I feel that situation brewing, like I'm gonna grab two dudes I feel fine-ish about, and then just go from there. I'm not. I understand why you do. I get it, right?
Well, Geno Smith, the pro case is, I mean, can he really be that much worse than what they had last year? You know, like
yes,
like at a worst case scenario, he's like equal with that, right? Like absolute worst case scenario, he's equal.
It could always be worse.
So that's my thing. I don't think it could get much worse than last year for the Jets. Like, and I know it's the Jets. I know
you can put it's depending how stringent, right, you want to be with these categories. Like I could see a planet where I have Garrett Wilson. I don't because I don't take Garrett Wilson. But right, I can see the planet where.
Well, like I kind of look at you as like even when you have a stack, you don't want to do it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you know, like
that's. Let's talk about that because let's say you have Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
He's going to do it. It doesn't matter who his quarterback is. And we kind of saw that with Darnold last year, if I'm remembering correctly, right? JSN tears it up and Darnold's just like, fine.
Let's be honest. Isn't this the best, the single best weapon set Geno Smith's ever had?
Probably, right?
Like, you got Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall. Adonai Mitchell is probably fine. Like, you got 2 first-round talents on top of that. You got an awesome offensive line, like a highly drafted offensive line. Like, so that's why I have it and don't love it. I'm not saying I believe he's going to like scorch earth, but I'm saying I believe he could get, 3 or 4 20-point games throughout the season, and that's not great, but it's something.
I think at his cost, we can go with don't love it.
Yeah, and like the other negative point, which we didn't even bring up, is he's got a week 13 bye, and they're probably going to be
out of it,
like 3-10 at that point, and Clay Kubnick's going to come in. You're not going to get him.
Get in there.
Yeah,
Kubnick, get in there, buddy.
All right, let's do something that's probably not going to take very long.
Best value. Obviously the best quarterback value on the board by a long shot. Yeah. If not the best value period in the entire player pool.
I mean, I don't have him as the single best,
and the GOAT.
But I do think he's fine, like above Drake May. Like, I personally think there's one more that's a little better, but I think that there's 4 insane value players and one that's like at the bottom of this tier, like maybe on hard to pass. But yeah, I there's not much.
Are we taking in are we also not for Lamar because I would rank him the same either way? Are we taking in like theoretical we have a stack or like just in a complete vacuum?
Just in any situation, because like I'm fine taking Lamar with Zay, obviously, but I'm also fine just taking him
for sure.
I'm fine taking Geno Smith if I have to at the very end, and then just doing the turd out of Mitchell and being like, "Yep, that sucks." doing things that you feel like sucks is part of best ball, like
Right.
in the tournament structures,
No doubt. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I hated that. Yeah. It's just,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
so if you want, if we want to kind of keep up for Lamar a little
Yeah.
bit, I mean, he's capable of a 400-point fantasy season, which is just not
2 years
something
ago,
a lot of people can do.
2 years ago, he outscored every quarterback by 50 points.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
So you want access to that.
Yeah.
He from the Ravens homer, he along with all the offensive players are like out of their minds excited. Every interview, they're like, "This is freaking
because
awesome."
Doyle is a different
Yeah.
style of offense, all that stuff.
Yeah.
On top of that, like he was only actually healthy 2 games last year, right?
Right. Yes.
Do you know how many fantasy points he put up those 2 games?
I mean, he's a QB. Yeah, go.
It was 25 and 27.
Yeah.
Those
Right.
2
You want
games.
that.
And then the third game was the Chiefs game, which he was having a hard time, and then he got hurt really late. So like I think he still would have had a bad game that game no matter what, because I think it was like the fourth quarter when he got hurt. But like I mean, if 2 of your first 3 games are 25 plus, like let's just, and you're getting this guy in the 5th round.
You want
Insane
that
value. Yeah.
Yeah, you want
All right, Joe Burrow.
I don't love it.
That's
but
exactly,
I could be
that's where
swayed
I'm
to
at.
fair, but I don't love it. I think it's a
No,
little bit high.
I've got him at the top, at the next to top of don't love it tier. I love the options he has. I want to stack
For
but,
sure.
Like he's like my quarterback 9.
Yeah.
Like, but he's drafted as quarterback 3 on Underdog. So his ADP is 65
because he's just glued to him and T Higgins are just going to be like what, like 80% like drafted together or something like insane.
Well, I think people are starting to just do it with Chase Brown because they've all realized Chase Brown catches 50 balls a year. So Joe Burrow is ADP is 65.7 on Underdog. Drake May is 68. Jaden Daniels is 67. Lamar's 56. Like, why is he 9 picks behind Lamar? Like
that makes no sense.
Makes no sense
at all.
So I do make the pick. I've got like 4 to 5% because every single time I got Jamar Chase and he gets there, I'm taking it.
Of course you're taking him. Right.
I'm taking it. Right. Like that don't mean I like it. You know, like I'm doing it. It don't mean I like it. And the week 17 game is
we don't love the Thursday, but we might actually love the Thursday, right? It could go either way.
Last year was Thursday that they stunk it up. Like the Raven side at least stunk it up.
Correct.
All right, so now we're back to. So by the way, everybody, the image I put, I ran it through ChatGPT to like just clean up some images. And it just moved the people up there and just threw Aaron Rodgers in like the insane value too or something. Like it just changed
because it was Green Bay. It was Green Bay Aaron Rodgers. That's why.
Yeah, it was even Green Bay Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
It changed to Green Bay Aaron.
You're
Rodgers.
right. That is an insane value if we could get that.
Yeah, exactly. But Aaron Rodgers, where are you at? I've been hard to pass. I think
I don't love it. I'm
okay.
You know, I'm a hater. I could go fair. Again, sort of the same argument for Gino for me. It's just not something I'm doing, not wanting to do, not putting myself in the situation where I have to do that.
I'm like setting up drafts to do it. So like
that's fair. I thought he only looked good against the pitiful Ravens and the Bengals and the Jets.
I'm not gonna disagree with that, but we're getting him back in an offense that's
he's free. He's free. If you need a quarterback,
I think Pittman is an insane value as well.
But hard to pass. Like it's not hard to. It's very easy to pass for me.
Yeah,
I'm not like where's the upside? I think is what you know what I mean.
I think
hard to pass. Hard to pass. I'm going to build around you because you're so hard to pass.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's a fair comment and makes me put him closer to fair. I just kind of moved him. Didn't mean to move him all the way down, but I do really like the price. I think he's
a starting quarterback. Yeah,
he's going to start every single game. Like, there's no
unless
unless he's hurt, right? So I definitely like him more than Malik overall because I think the overall offense is just going to be
no
better.
shot.
Yeah, I'm very much him over.
Never ever.
Well, like at cost. Like we're talking at cost.
But so Malik is like 130 or something, right?
Well, I have him wrote down right here. So
131.1,
yeah.
right?
And Aaron Rodgers 176.
Where like there's a point where it doesn't matter. And where that what round that is up to you. I think, in the spirit of being Zen, the quicker we all accept, like a lot of these players are zero. So if I had to take Malik in the 12th, I really don't care. That you have to take Rodgers in the 15th. Okay, what's the difference? There's none.
No, I agree. But I also think
I'll put him in fair because he's going to score like 15 to 20 fantasy points.
He's the perfect quarterback 3.
He might, right? He might.
Like that's the way I look
get
at it.
In there, he's a couple times.
He's the perfect quarterback 3. You can even backstack him with multiple options. You got both tight ends and Bernard if you like any of them. You have 2 running backs up top that both catch passes. Like you have 2 wide receivers up top that if you like them, he's like it's just a really clean.
I could see it. It's fair.
Like
it's fair. Yeah,
and. As a third option, like you're paying like 6 rounds later to get your third quarterback if you want to.
For sure, he's free.
So,
Rodgers Fryer move, that's like free, right?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so is that Shedeur?
That's Shedeur. They can both go in both of them. Yeah. I'm not.
That's exactly where I'm at. Like, do we need to like
no
move
discussion?
On to this? Like. Watson is in oof on multiple levels. Yes. And like Shedeur, I'm getting this feeling that we're just seeing 7 games from both and then Taylor Green in week 17.
Please.
Man. Like I am getting a feeling something like that's coming. We'll just not divulge very much time to that. If anybody wants to argue it, I've got more like Watson than I want because if I've got an early bye week, like if I've got a Mahomes, I've ran into like Mahomes plus Bryce Young week 5 teams.
Yes.
And it's like, oh crap.
Damn it.
It's like I need Tua or Watson and like Tua always goes and Watson's always there.
Yeah. So gross.
And this is exactly how I feel when I have to do that. If you can't trust a 43-year-old quarterback to be there week 15, who can you? Pittsburgh does play Tennessee. Shedeur over Watson.
I would be the other way on that if we want to devote any time whatsoever to the Browns, and I don't. But I would be Shedeur. Or Watson. Sorry.
So I don't think it matters.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right, moving on to Cam Ward. Where are we at on Cam Ward? I have him at the very bottom of hard to pass.
Oh man, I was hoping you were gonna say very bottom of fair. I'm not in on it.
I love Dable. I think Dable's gonna turn that team around. I think that they've got a lot going for them. I think their weapons are really good. I've also been incredibly bullish on Carnell Tate. I think he's being underrated. Wandale, we know he's got a role. I think that they're going to be a better offense than most people think. Now, like I said, he's at the bottom of the tier. I basically had so many people in fair tier that I moved a couple up. I moved the top few up. I rated them. I moved the top few up.
All right. Well, I'll inject a little negativity so we maybe get some more into don't love it. So, I mean, I would categorize myself as down on the Titans certainly more than you. I've taken it upon myself to be the Carnell Tate hater, just purely for narrative reasons. I think it's fun and funny to do a little trolling. So, college wide receiver too. How's that gonna How's that going to work out when you get all the attention on you now? So we'll see. And I do think there's legitimate. I don't think it's like so cut and dry. You suck, right, etc. But I think their line / Cam Ward was very bad. He took a ton of sacks last year, and that's not always on the line. That's partially a fault of the quarterback. Either they can't escape it or they don't see it.
Do you know who was number one last year in quarterback like driven sacks?
Drake May.
It was Drake May. Yeah. And it like wasn't close.
Yeah. And his, I think you can more confidently say his line was kind of garbage. Cam Ward, who knows?
Well, the who knows on Cam Ward, and I'll fight back on it because, I mean, the guy never coached the offensive line. The guy, come on, come on.
And that's what the Titans. That's what I'm saying. It's the Titans. Okay, so how much? They're still the Titans. They still have like one of the worst owners in sports. At least in the NFL.
This is Go Ravens right here.
Go Ravens.
Yeah, he's been on the channel. This is the third time now. So
yes,
but yeah, I don't know where I put him. Oh, it hadn't put him anywhere.
I would compromise with fair. Go even.
I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to end up doing that a lot, and we're probably going to run out of room. But that's fine.
That's how a normal distribution should work.
Yeah, no, it is. So let's move on.
Yeah,
and I think that so the Cam Ward stuff, the upside is definitely there because if the offensive line is solid and Dable gets the offense cooking with some of his people, right? Like Cam Ward is going to be a clear value.
Now, another useful framing perhaps is are you fine with this guy as your number 2 and stopping at 2?
No.
Right. Not at all.
I mean, it depends on who my 1 is. If my 1's one of these insane value guys, always.
Sure.
So there's 5 guys that I'm fine, or Josh Allen.
It always depends.
If I spent my capital on Josh Allen, I'm fine with 2. All right, Trevor Lawrence. I got him and don't love it.
Yeah, my initial is don't love it. He's pretty priced up.
We can't decide what wide receiver he wants. They got 4 of them really high. He's going ahead of his ADP. He goes ahead of Mahomes,
Herbert.
Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert, I believe.
Yeah.
No, he's not ahead of Herbert.
They're right there.
He's 4 picks behind Herbert. And Jackson Dart, I know Dart, it feels bad because Neighbors is gone. He goes closest to Dak. I think he needs to clearly be a full round later.
Yeah, that would be a much better price. He's definitely priced at the top of his distributions. There.
It's every single time I'm in a draft and I have Brian Thomas. Well,
and you can't even backstack them, right? Because they all go in this
when you take him. If you wait and you get him in the 8th, Jacoby Myers always goes later. So unless you want the Travis Hunter, Brenton Strange stack, he's tied to only Brian Thomas unless you pull Parker Washington up the board, right? So I think that even though I think I agree. I think he's hard to stack at his price. And I think that he's tethered to just the Brian Thomas drafters right now.
Right.
And I'm starting to get more into Brian Thomas. I'm probably going to end up with more Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
but
no doubt.
The other thing is they do get the Commanders week 17. And I do kind of want access to that for sure. But I don't like it
it's like a don't love it. He's like an eat your veggies sort of. You want to have some exposure to it, right? But it's tough.
Yeah.
Amongst everybody else.
Yeah. So I'm surprised that I kind of figured we might agree on that one. All right. Daniel Jones. I got him in fair.
I would go fair. I don't know. I don't really love it. I'm a little bit worried about his recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Well,
pretty
like,
brutal when it happened. He looked pretty pissed off.
With if Alec Pierce isn't healthy, like I'm pretty confident.
That's another
confident
wrench,
to move him down to the top of don't love it. But I mean, we seen what this offense was doing last year when everybody was healthy. Like if we show up week 1 and they're all healthy,
we like Dimes for the because he got a little bit of rushing, right? And I'm kind of worried about if his leg is going to explode.
Last year, he didn't really do the rushing stuff at all, and he was still cooking. Like, because the week 1, he had the 2 rushing touchdowns. I remember because I was overweight, Jonathan Taylor. I'm like, this guy's an asshole. Like, and then it ended up like, because I just pounced on Jonathan Taylor in that week in DFS. Like I was just so heavy on Jonathan Taylor. It was so bad. It was like, oh man. But yeah, like after that week, he only really had like 1, maybe 2 rushing touchdowns the rest of the season, something like that.
Yeah.
So like, but he was still cooking. So like he was doing it all through the air. And I know he has it in him to be able to rush, but he didn't have to. And he actually unlocked Jonathan Taylor as a receiver, which is something he's been able to do.
No doubt.
That obviously Anthony Richardson couldn't do.
Yeah.
So I have him in fair. I think he.
I like that.
Those are my reasons. If the Alec Pierce stuff is a problem, I'm full. Like I think that moving him down a tier totally makes sense.
Yeah, and he's easy. Yeah, I guess easy to stack too. Right? Everybody goes in front of him. So
and there's. I mean, you can always go like. There's one person in the. Sorry about that. Hit my mic, but one person out here taking Deion Burks. But like you could always take Nick Westbrook-Akine, who is the man of touchdowns, right?
Touchdown machine.
What was it? 9 of them on 9 targets, 9 catches that one year. Like wild,
undeniable.
Yeah. All right. CJ Stroud, who you alluded to, you don't like.
Yeah. Ew. I think he's just wholly unnecessary.
I actually missed him on my ranks.
I think Nico's going to do his thing. Doesn't matter what CJ Stroud does. And I don't think you're going to see that's not Houston. That's not what they're trying to do. Right. They're not trying to be crazy passing touchdown. Whatever.
I've got him at the top of don't love it.
Don't love it's fine. Yeah. I will take him with Nico's stuff, right? So it's like, not
with one injury to the defense, like with a Stingley injury or a Will Anderson injury, like that defense gets quite a bit worse. And they probably have to, because that defense is really good, but they just have 2 absolute studs who wreck the game.
Right.
And if one of those 2 go down, they're going to have to start throwing the ball, and they're not going to be able to rely on their defense like they have been. I wonder if they push a little more. And like, I do think that Nico is going to be able to do his thing no matter what. But I think that CJ Stroud last year, like he was playing scared a little bit, and he talked about it. Like I've talked about that. Like he said that playing against that defense in practice had him like
that's not how that is supposed to work.
No, it's not. You're supposed to learn from it. Like, but like he's like, oh man, it's like, man, that's pretty. That's something I wouldn't be talking about if I were you, man. Like, I don't know. That don't seem like the best possible like thing. Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm still hopeful that the year 1 is a thing. Now he is an Ohio State quarterback, and we know the history of that too. So, like, we can move him. I'll move him down here.
He's got to be above Gino. I mean,
yeah,
right.
Like, I kind of like him above Joe Burrow. I think the Burrow price is really bad, but at least he like
At least
you know the
Burrow,
offense. Yeah.
right? He plays, Again,
And
he's got that safety up, and that's why it's like it does kind of suck. But
seeing
um,
Ghost, yeah.
similar to like a lot of people took offense to like Derrick Henry's price last year at the turn because it's
Yeah.
like he doesn't have the number one upside, but like he's got so much safety. If he's in there, you know exactly what you're getting. So Stroud, not so much for me.
All right. I honestly don't know who this
that
next
Davis
guy
Mills?
is. That I don't know. We're gonna. I mean, look at the net.
I mean, that's an ew. I think that is just why. I mean, isn't that a detriment for CJ Stroud? That's how bad he is that they put Davis Mills on this graphic. JJ McCarthy didn't make this graphic.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like, that's really bad for JJ McCarthy. like, I'm sorry to all you JJ McCarthy haters, but you just got wrecked. Like, we didn't set these. This was set by the site. All right, Patrick Mahomes.
Insane value to me.
Yeah, I have him at 5th in the insane value.
Yeah.
He's the one that I could move down to hard to pass.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think he's insane value as well.
Yeah.
The non-Chiefs fan, go ahead and explain.
If he plays, same thing I've been saying, right? He's like basically a lock as a top 5. Doesn't matter what jabronis he's throwing to. But he's got a couple useful jabronis now and a running back that we love. Even if he has forsaken us in the past. But right, again, this market for quarterbacks is crazy. You're getting Mahomes like after Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts. Right. He's an insane player.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like behind Joe Burrow, I think he's probably going to put up similar numbers to Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow has wildly better weapons.
Yeah, so, it's Patrick Mahomes, dude, and you're getting him at like pick 100 or late.
Yeah,
right.
I've been in on the Chiefs the last 2 years and just got wrecked. Yeah. And it feels so bad to be in again, but like it just looks right. It just looks right.
He's healthy. It looks like he's healthy, right? Ahead of schedule.
Even if he's not healthy at the beginning of the season, like he's gonna get to where he's running. I also think Kansas City's clearly the 3rd best team in that division, and I think he's gonna be playoff Mahomes from like week 14 on.
Gonna have to be, right?
And I think that is like the single most bullish thing about it. I think that we're gonna be fighting for our playoff lives as a Chiefs fan. Starting like week 14, and like that Chiefs Chargers game in week 17 is probably going to be the week the Chargers clinch the division or knock Kansas City out of the playoffs, something like that. Like that game to me is wild.
Out of that game.
And it's in a dome.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that game.
All right. So speaking of that, Herbert, I've got him in insane value too, and I don't think you're there.
Probably hard to pass for me a little bit more. Very optimistic about him. Could be swayed. I don't know that because he hasn't, unless I'm being a hater, misremembering. I don't know that he's quite delivered on our lofty wants like we think he can. But we all believe in you, Justin. You can do it.
Yeah, like Mike McDaniel, offense, Burr, like even the year that they had, everybody refers to where Mostert had 20 touchdowns and A-Chain went nuts. Like Tua was still like quarterback 3 that year, right?
Yeah.
Quarterback 4 or 5, like something like that. Like, and this is by far the best quarterback a Shanahan offense has ever had. Like talent wise, or
certainly recently.
No offense to Purdy, but like talent wise, like Herbert is on another level.
Yeah, I just he's again, he hasn't necessarily done it yet to the degree we're kind of anticipating. So
I feel like last year he did, with the lack of offensive line. I
certainly don't want to be construed as a hater.
Yeah, no, like hard to pass is completely fair here. Like,
Yeah,
I've got him in insane value. I've got him as 4th. And
he's hard to pass.
And like, yeah, it is. So we'll stay there.
He's hard to pass.
I'm fine. Like, we're basically arguing like nothing. You only had 3
half a tier. Yeah,
you had 3 and insane. I had 5. So there's that.
Yeah.
Bo Nix,
probably fair. I think Bo Nix is pretty good.
I just clicked Cyrus Salad.
Who's Cyrus Salad?
It's just that's Kansas City's 5th round receiver.
Shows how much I know.
Yeah.
I think Bo Nix is pretty decent. I certainly wouldn't say hard to pass, but
yeah,
fair.
I'm actually in the hard to pass now. Like, early on, I thought it was fair, but he's fallen all the way to like pick 114. Like, his ADP on DraftKings is 115 now, and I've been drafting a lot over there. We are doing this based on Underdog, but he was like 92 and he's at 106 now. And you get him at like 114 all the time. So like, going there, like, and because I'm a Pat Bryant slappy, like, it feels good to backstack. Like,
I like him. Yeah,
I'll capitulate to like the top of fair.
Yeah.
Like, I like him as hard to pass, kind of like at the back end of hard to pass. But he's got rushing upside. The offense is going to be so much better with Waddle. Like, it's going to be so much better. And I think that defense is like going to keep the ball in their hands. And I also don't think they're going to be able to get the run game going again. So it's going to be all on Bo Nix. So I really like him. Nice and blunt, Chargers fans, there's no more excuses this year. Yeah. What I like about Nix is T-Law and Josh. He can get 35 points. Yeah, he got 35 points in a 4th quarter last year. Like literally, he was like 29 points in 1 quarter.
I could be swayed to hard to pass on Bell. We have a little bit of the ankle concern, maybe not, right?
Yeah, and like, even if it's kind of like the Mahomes thing, even if the ankle is there, like, he's got enough weapons now.
Yeah.
Because whether you like Bryant or Franklin or Mims, like, that's wide receiver 3.
Waddle is going to be huge. Like, I think he's been kind of wasted a little bit.
I don't know about you.
Miami.
I was pretty out on Waddle whenever leg up, instantly ranked him at 28. I put him at like 48. And I've kept him there. And like, I'm starting to lean to where I almost want to put him at like up above Egbuka, but I have Egbuka lower. I kind of want to put him at like 40. Like, I'm starting to really buy in. But
would you rather have
it's
Devonta Smith or Jalen Waddle?
That's close. So like, as a team stack, I want the Bo Nix. Like, that's the thing about Waddle. Like, I'm fine moving up a receiver some spots because
Garrett Wilson or Jalen Waddle.
Waddle most of the time. Yeah. So like, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, and with Bo Nix being in the 10th round now, like, instead of the 9th, because I feel like there's kind of a drop off between the 9th and the 10th round, kind of like between the 5th and the 6th. I think there's a drop off in those rounds. So like, getting Nix to fall back around to there feels awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I agree. I like it.
And like a month ago, I would have agreed and fair. So Mendoza.
That's tough. Superflex, I kind of like it.
I loved it in Superflex. I have him at the top of don't love it.
Yeah.
The more I think, I'm just getting this feeling that Cousins is going to start like 9 games. And maybe not. Like, I don't know. He also, like, you have 2 guys go in the first 2 rounds, and then nobody till Trey Tucker and Naylor, which go, like, you could basically take one of them, and then the next round
he's going to scramble a little bit, right? I think
he's like the Andrew Luck goofy scrambler, right? Like the guy who
yeah.
he could definitely do it, and he's going to, and you're gonna be like, how did that work? I mean,
I think
Mahomes does that too, right? Like,
yeah.
like,
I think he's so cheap in non-super flex, and right, he's going amongst the likes of Watson and Tua,
What
and
what are we talking about here? Name
and see, the thing is, I'm not building teams in which I
like so
want or need this, but like if you were needing like a third quarterback,
well, let's say I have Bowers and Lamar on a team, and then I get Bo Nix. If Mendoza's there at ADP,
yeah,
I'm willing to click it. You know,
yeah.
like
If you think
if I can,
I would push it. I mean, I would push it in that
Right,
scenario,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I just if you think it becomes a luxury pick, it's hard from a team building for me personally. But I'm intrigued by the player and the situation. Like when he does get in there, I think he's
he's got I think he's a legit player. Like I like for Superflex Dynasty stuff, I kind of clearly have him as the 102.
So like if you're I don't know, if you have a couple meh guys like Kyler Murray and
I mean, we could do did Kyler even make the did Kyler make it?
He's so small.
Oh,
you
he's
can't
out here.
see him in there.
Oh yeah. There it is. That would be hilarious.
No,
if
that's
they,
Jacoby
put it in the
Brissett.
background.
Yeah, Kyler's on the first row. See,
There he is,
they do kind of look similar, don't they? That's funny. They look Jacoby looks like his older brother. Yeah,
it was the hair. I was just looking for the hair. I seen the hair, and you're like, "That's Jacoby." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that is Jacoby." Like,
yeah. So
Yeah.
Mendoza, I'm very intrigued. I kind of like it.
So,
Like bottom of fair, top of don't love it.
yeah, it's same.
You
Same
can't
place,
rely.
right?
Yeah, you can't rely on it.
We'll
Don't
put
love
him
it.
here because he's gonna miss half the season.
No
So
doubt.
that's why I don't love it. Like,
Yeah.
I think once he gets in, I'm gonna love it. But
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but
yeah.
when's that going to be?
Right.
All right, Kirko Cousins.
Kirko Chains. I really have no opinion. Probably.
I took him for the first time today, post draft.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them pre-draft.
It's not something I want to do.
I will say,
right?
I took him in an eliminator, which is a different thing. Like, I'm not going to take him in BBN, right?
Yeah.
Like, I took him in an eliminator because I had two early bye week guys. So, yeah, I don't see a world where I'm wanting to do that.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah. All right, Jaden Daniels.
Pretty insane value, right?
I've got him number one, like pretty easily.
He's very frail, so
he is.
He's got the injury concern. He's got the injury concern that like I feel like people want Lamar's injury concern to be, where it's just not. Lamar's thick, solid, tight, peak male performance. Jaden Daniels needs to put on a few pounds, take his NFL vitamins, and but no, I like it. I like Lamar's overall situation better by probably a lot, quite honestly.
I don't disagree, but it's kind of like.
But he comes around after Lamar. It's similar.
It's my same argument with Loveland. Like, I love Loveland. But like him and Warren, like you're giving up Marvin Harrison for Jalen Waddle. Like, it's a hard argument to win. Like, that's a big. Yeah. If you think there is any chance of them being similar, it's a hard argument to win. Like, what did you think? Like, I've said this in chat a couple times or on stream a couple times. I haven't seen you reply to it, but like, what do you think of Underdog? I don't know if they still have the line out, but they had the season-long passing yardage. They had Lamar and Willis within like 120 yards of each other.
That seems not right.
Yeah, right? like why was Lamar at 3,200? Like that does not seem right. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if people have like just jammed that so hard, but I don't like to make season long bets because it shows up on my page every single week and I'm going to look at it.
Yeah.
All, like
Yeah.
it's, I just want to see what's live now. That's it. That's
Right.
please just make it like slow drafts. Make it its own page, please.
I think there's a lot for the Ravens. There's going to be a lot of tying to previous metrics with them when I think we're going to see a much more volume. Like for a long time, the Ravens have been low volume, high efficiency. I think we're going to get high volume, also high efficiency now.
And the other positive for Lamar versus Jaden here, and I mean, we can just make that the debate here. I think they're 1-2 and May is 3. Like
take them both. I mean, you can't go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong.
I did that earlier. Actually,
I think if it was,
I went Jamar, my poodle earlier. I went Jamar Chase, Bowers, Zay Flowers, Lamar,
take them both,
and then a quarterback, or then a running back, and then Jaden Phil. I'm like, yeah,
there's a planet where you could have Zay, Terry, Lamar, Jaden. I think I have that once or twice, like somewhere. Like,
yeah, no,
I don't think. Yeah,
I've done it on the right side of the board. You could do that with double anchor. You could go like, I have like a Genty, Saquon, Terry or Lamar or Zay, Terry, Lamar, Jaden team. I got one of those in the Pit Bull maybe, but it's pretty fire. All right, so we agree. Like the top is pretty nutted. It's the ones with
Lamar Jackson is the GOAT
quarterback. Something that like you mentioned at the beginning with Josh Allen, like if all the back end quarterbacks are pushed up, like the top end quarterbacks
gimme,
they get more value because especially the top quarterbacks aren't pushed up; they're pushed down. So in that market, like why would you ever not have a top guy?
Right, exactly. Right.
Like,
we're paying less than we paid last year.
Yeah, like Lamar was 3-4 turn. Jaden Daniels was 3-4 turn. Yeah. Drake May was later. But like Mahomes goes a full round later, right? Like Josh Allen goes at the same spot, like
and so does Joe Burrow, right? And that's
Joe Burrow does too. Yeah.
That's a reason we don't like that price.
And like Dak Prescott goes one round ahead. And that's where we're at now. What do you think of Dak?
I don't know that I love it. I was leaning fair. I think fair is fine. I like their offense. I like Dak. I think he's like, you could consider him cheaper Joe Burrow for this exercise.
He's Joe Burrow with backstack options.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like he has the 2 elite receivers, but he actually has backstack options. Like whether you like Flournoy or not, like Ferguson's still back there.
Correct.
And so is Jaden Blue, if you're a believer in him now. I hate that I'm like, he's back on my mind.
People are trying to make it happen. Yeah, I think a certain mustached man started that. And then some other people are picking that up.
No, the Coach Speak Index is like pretty heavy.
I saw him. I saw Davis trying to tout it like a couple weeks ago.
I did too.
And then Coach Speak was talking. It makes sense. I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't go overboard, right? But
I don't get to listen to Davis a lot, but I hadn't listened to Davis for like a week and a half, and I turned it on, and he's touting Jaden Blue again. I'm like, what are we doing?
The context was, I believe it was like ADP chasing, and he was bragging about the hypothetical where he's got like 150 Jaden Blue shirts. I'm like, dude, that's not what you want to brag about.
Yeah.
Go for it. So no, I like Dak. High volume passer, touchdown, a couple great receiving options to help. Right.
Yeah, and I think I don't love the Ferg price, but it's fine. And I think the Flournoy price is okay as well. And I mean, I've taken Turpin because I'm an idiot.
Dude, haven't gotten there yet.
No, the Turpin bet hit last year. We got a week 1 21-point game and a week 17 17-point game. Like,
I mean, what more do you want?
Like, that's a round. last round pick. Like
Yeah.
that's a hit in a last round pick.
No more
Like,
DUI.
is it going to happen again? Probably not. But I've done it. Like, it's, like I will argue that was a win. As bad as it felt all season with him being hurt, but
Yeah,
it could have been an absolute smash.
All
right,
lucky.
so Jalen Hurts. I've got him safely and fair.
Can see fair. I could see the world where we argue if he's hard to pass, if you believe in the bounce back. I'm not sure how much I believe in the bounce back. So I would just go to fair.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I know they're all talking about Sean Mannion, or at least that offensive lineman's talking about Sean Mannion, but I also don't think that they drafted the right wide receiver to fit Jalen Hurts. I think that Devonta Smith is awesome, but AJ Brown, and I know the splits with AJ Brown not being on the field is a lot different, but this year defenses are going to be able to fully prepare for AJ Brown not being on the field from the beginning. Like they're going to have a bigger sample size of what the team is doing without AJ Brown on the field, which is going to skew how defenses play him. So I think, could Devonta Smith be a 1,400-yard guy this year? Absolutely. Does he have the talent? Absolutely. It's all on Jalen Hurts to take a step forward. That's where it's at. Like, I'm not a believer in that. So that I'm going to put him in fair. And I have him above Allen and above Willis. I think he's kind of near the top of fair.
He's very fair. You can't say that because he's got the double. I mean, you like it or not, whether it happens or not, I lean unlikely to happen, but he's got the double-digit rushing touchdown potential.
Like every year. Yeah, although he said he doesn't want to do it anymore. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
That's you want that at the quarterback position until they make passing touchdowns 6 points as well.
Absolutely. All right, Jackson Dart. I got him at hard to pass.
There. I'm kind of getting out. I'm kind of becoming a little bit of a hater. A little bit worried about. Okay, a little bit worried about the football minds that they have in the building designing the offense. A little bit worried about that. Malik Neighbors this season right now looks like a wash for Malik Neighbors to me. From the outside looking in, he's not ready. You want him ready by now. He's not even like close to ready.
Yeah, like it's pretty scary. I just think that's going to make it to where he's running a lot more, and I think that's really good for fantasy. Now, it's probably not good for his health. Because the guy he'll run.
Can't you see them like go in like, oh, we're gonna go heavy, we're gonna go Pat Ricard, 2 tight ends, and we're gonna cram it down your throat with our running backs because we're John Harbaugh, Greg Roman.
Yeah. It I mean,
I'm squarely in fair. I think the environment is not there to get the consistent.
I've got him in hard to pass, but kind of lower in it. So I think this is perfectly fine to go to fair. And like
maybe I'm a tough judge. I mean,
number one, they play the Cowboys in Week 17, which is awesome.
I like that game. Yeah,
that is. I don't know about you. That's my number one target game right now. Followed by the Saints game, followed by the Chiefs game. I've got the Ravens at like 5 because
I'm big in on Chiefs, Chargers.
Washington, Jacksonville is like 4, I think.
I'm in on that game too. Yeah,
and which sucks because
Detroit, Chicago.
I have them a little lower. Like I've got them at 6 or 7 because, like Jared Goff outdoors is not. It's not a small. It's not a small sample. Like that's all I'm going to say. Like I want to be it. If that game was in Detroit, it'd be my number 1 game.
Yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair.
It would be like it's that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
So very few other quarterbacks have like 30-point ceilings. But whenever it gets to the playoffs, like Neighbors should be there. But will Neighbors be healthy? Right.
Yeah.
And I don't love Matt Nagy, believe it or not, being a Chiefs fan. Not a big fan. But the one thing he does do is he knows how to use like multiple tight end sets, and like he can create some explosive. And it's been a while since Nagy's had a running back as good as Scatabo too. And definitely they hasn't had one that could do both rush and receive.
Yeah.
And the last time we seen that was Kareem Hunt's first couple of years, and he like that was with Bieniemy and Nagy, right? They were both there, but they were cooking then.
I could be swayed maybe to hard to pass. Like there's a story you can tell yourself where they run like a discount 2019 Ravens offense.
Yeah.
Right. Where
and, like we also have the mystery box of wide receiver there.
Yeah.
Like if Mooney becomes what he was 2 years ago or 4 years ago, every other year, everybody talks about Dak every other year. Well, what about Darnell Mooney? What about Darnell Mooney every other year has a really good season. We're in. I believe that's true. I'm not 100% that's true. But like by memory, it sounds true. But like Malachi Fields could just be really good for that offense. Darius Slayton, if he just catches the ball last year, he has a really nice season.
Isaiah Likely. And
then Isaiah Likely, who I'm kind of out on, like could just fully smash. Like I'm fully aware of that. I just have a problem with him being 2 rounds ahead of, well, he's only like a round ahead of Chig now, but 2 rounds ahead of like Juwan and Brenton Strange and all those guys. I do think
he is such a better play.
I do think his upside is much higher, but I do think his floor is much lower. So, but this is an upside game. So I should probably move my rankings. But all right, let's move on. We'll keep him atop of fair. If it ends up getting too crowded, we'll move him on.
He could be bumped. Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Speaking of, I got him hard to pass. I think he's just a consistent performer.
I debated between that and fair.
He's just consistent top end performer going towards the back half, right, of usability at the position. Offense we like, skill players we like. Stackable, even with Gibbs, it makes sense, right? So really like Goff this year.
I want to comment on Corey's comment here. Would Neighbors be playing?
Yes.
Yes,
he would.
Did he really play? like he was out there.
He went out, didn't he go out to a concert the night of his certified surgery?
Yeah. He kind of walked to first base, like sort of maybe like waited till he was out and just kind of stood there. Like I don't think that counts as playing a game. Like that sounds like maybe he's doing the biggest deep fake ever of, I'm not going to be ready. Oh, maybe this is the ultimate.
It's like a fat suit, but like only for his knee. Grapefruit knee suit.
Yeah, absolutely. He had his makeup art. Like he had a makeup guy come in and like do the grapefruit knee thing. It's like, hey, we're trolling all the way to week 1, baby. We're trolling. Let's get them.
Hilarious. That'd be great.
It would be hilarious. I would be a little upset because I'm scared to death of him right
Absolutely.
now. All right, but yeah, I think Jared Goff clearly also like bottom of hard to pass and top of that's fair. I do like he's just gonna put up 30 touchdowns. No, minimum, right? Like it's hard to not want that. I don't know about you. If he falls like 7-8 picks, I honestly don't mind just taking him.
Scoop.
Yeah.
Give me the points. Yeah.
Yep.
Give me the points.
All right. Jordan Love.
hard to pass. Same arguments. I think they're going to throw a lot more, maybe a little bit more projection, but I think they're going to be a lot more pass heavy.
I've talked about this quite a bit.
Yeah. So I'm excited for him. I think he's been a good performer, even without that, right? So excited for him. Cheap, relative.
He's the guy I don't have as much of as I want. Because like if it's between him and Dart, I still want Dart.
Sure.
But this is based on ADP, right?
Yeah.
And like at ADP, like Dart or Love is a better pick. Heads up, I want Dart, right? So I agree that at his ADP, like you have so many options. Like
right.
Like number one, you got Savion Williams. Number one. I mean, number one for real. Like I'm a huge Tucker Craft guy, and I think Christian Watson's a great pick.
Yeah.
Jaden Reed for best ball. Like if you're in redraft, Jaden Reed not a good pick.
Right.
Best ball, Jaden Reed, great. They're actually already signaling that they're not going to have Jaden Reed out there in 3 wide receiver sets, which has me like moving.
I'm cool. I was like in on him.
Yeah,
on Reed, and now I'm like, no, he needs to fall about 2 rounds for me now. Like 2.
It needs to be
him and Golden,
back to back again.
Yeah,
like it was last year, right?
Yeah.
I took him earlier today at like 100 because he's falling. Then I'm like, I still like him, but
it's tougher click now. Yeah,
it is. So, but yeah, I think Jordan Love that offense. I don't think their defense is going to be as good.
They're going to miss. Micah's going to be out. Looks like, right? Like significant amount of time.
And I think that like their defense was not great when he was out last year.
Right.
So I think they're going to be behind. And I think they're going to be throwing. I think even if they weren't behind because of that, I think that they are kind of trying to build the plane out of Jordan Love this year. It feels different this year, right?
They're signaling that by kind of what they're not doing, right? They're not rushing out to like get new running backs or right. They're just like, let's run it back with Josh Jacobs.
This is a good point. Like easily the most damning thing for Neighbors is 3 more wide receiver signing. Yeah. But Juju, like when you go out and sign Juju
and Beckham, come on, man. What are you doing here?
Yeah, come on.
They're a joke.
All right. They're a joke. Caleb Williams.
I don't love it.
I'm actually in fair. I know everybody hates it, but I am in fair. We'll keep him here for now. We'll discuss it.
I think he's got a little bit of safety. Sort of the Trevor Lawrence argument for me. I think this is not a Caleb Williams sucks or anything. Strictly ADP, like where he's going in these things. He's going above Herbert, going above Mahomes, going above Purdy, who I don't think we've gotten to yet, right? So going above Knicks, he's going above all these guys. And I'm not that supremely confident. Like he's like it or not, they do still play in Chicago, and it is still outside, and the weather does still suck. So I don't see these super huge, gaudy passing numbers per se coming down. So I just have him a little bit overpriced. So I don't love it, and I find him difficult to stack. You kind of have to force it.
I mean, if you just take Colson Loveland at 40 every draft, it's easy to stack.
Right. You gotta go full, hashtag ADP doesn't matter, which is fine. But you don't always want to be doing that, right? I don't love it. I don't love it.
I've got him like at the bottom of fair. If his wide receivers ADPs are right, like he's definitely worth it.
You could sneak him in fair. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Like he's got more rushing upside than the average person believes. They are going to score a ton of points. But as you said, he's weirdly hard to stack because everybody's fighting over him. And that's why his price is where it is.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that the reason I have him in fair instead of don't love it is, well, number one, I'm a Colson Loveland bull.
Sure.
But it's definitely rose-colored glasses here. But number two, like, Well, so I think Herbert is just massively mispriced. So I have Herbert just straight up over him, and
For
Herbert
sure.
goes like 12 picks later.
Right.
Right. So that is awful. But that I think is just more of a Herbert issue than a
Yeah.
Caleb issue. That doesn't mean I want zero Caleb. And if we're talking about underdog ADPs, we're talking about underdog contests, which means you want the week 17 game. Caleb Williams outdoors last year in the cold played really well.
Iceman.
I did not know if the guy from Southern Cal would really like it,
He's from
especially with
DC,
like
isn't he? Actually, I think
yeah,
so.
he is from originally, but yeah, he went down to USC. But I just didn't know if he would really want to do that. Chicago cold is different. You live there.
People
you
don't know. People don't know.
I lived there for 6 months. Like you'd go to bed, wake up, and there was like no sign of snow, and there's like 8 inches out there.
People
It's like,
don't know.
are you
Yeah.
kidding? Like, and not only is it that it's windy and like it is cold. It is cold there. But like, so I was surprised to see how well he played in that, and they have a reasonably good playoff schedule. So, like, I think
He's a dog. I like him.
the Bills are a good matchup in Week 15, as
Yes.
we discussed earlier. The Week 17, I don't remember the week.
He's got
Is
at
it-
Buffalo, home versus Green Bay, home versus Detroit.
Green Bay. And like as we were just Micah might be back, maybe that one's not as good, but he cooked quarters 2, 3, and 4 last year against the Packers, right?
Mhm.
In that playoff game. Like he cooked. So like that feels like 3 games where and I'm getting a feeling that Caleb Williams might end up being one of these quarterbacks that like I think last year Ben Johnson like held him back a little bit. And this year, like based on the playoffs and the way things kind of went, and like he's got that Josh Allen in him to where like if he's pushed, he can nuke. Kind of like Bo Nix has a little bit of that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
I think that his ability, like I don't think we've seen that 35-point game with Caleb, but I think it's definitely in the bag. So I'm like, that's why I'm between fair and don't love it. I do think he's too high. But I do think that single season upside in the playoff schedule is pretty nice. So
you make a good case.
I'll keep him here. But
you made, it's a good
I want to
case.
give a case.
I think just looking at it like the whole market, you look at some of these guys, you look at Lamar, you look at Jade Daniels, you look at Drake May, and you can see where they can easily Mahomes outperform their ADP, right? Caleb has to he has to have a very good season to justify his ADP.
Yeah, and that's why I'm fine with don't love it. Like, because if he doesn't finish like top 8, you're probably not happy with it.
Yeah.
And if he finishes at 8, you're probably not like excited about it. I mean, depending on where the spike weeks and all that happen.
Sure.
All right. Lutz's boy.
It's fair. I'm a hater. I think he's bad. I think he's better than I remember him to be.
I had him at the very top pick ahead of Prescott and Fair, but I had Dart. Like that's where I had him.
Yeah.
I could be talked into any of these spots though. Like I think they're all kind of together.
I don't love him. I'm not optimistic about him. I think we give the Vikings a little bit more credit than maybe they deserve. As far as Kevin O'Connell, I think that Kyler Murray has like produced like one good wide receiver season, and that was a long time ago at this point in time. And I don't know. I just don't love it. I think he'll run, scramble a little bit. He's cheap. He's cheap.
He did.
Right? So
he did
for
scramble
the upside.
He did scramble a little more last year than he had in the past. And he said he was going to.
He said, right. He said he wanted to.
Like he did. We haven't heard that this year. Like I just want to say he hasn't been vocal about that this year. But he's also not really been like there, like that much, right? Like we're not into training camp yet, so we're not getting the interviews all the time and stuff like that. So I assume we'll hear something like that.
The clips that you do here, I think, maybe it's a situation where he gets a fresh start, as a human being, right? He gets a fresh start, a new lens on life, if you will, and comes in rejuvenated and starts to live up to his hype a little bit. He's got the talent. So, from that standpoint, it's fair. I don't think I'm just I'm not playing him as others are playing him as like the Super Smash savior for Justin Jefferson and all this.
Unrelated to the topic, what do you have the division, like this division at? Like,
I got the Lions still taking it, and then
because that was my poll question the other day.
Yeah, I voted Lions. I think it's gonna be close. I would go Lions, Bears, Packers.
I actually have it Bears, Lions, then Vikings and Packers. I really do think the Packers are like, that's one reason I think they're going to throw a lot. I think they're going to be, and I think the worst team in this division is going to win 7 games, like for sure. Like maybe 8. I think the worst team could be 8-9 in this division. Like kind of like last year, right? Like all the teams were competitive. So like I think it's definitely between those two teams, and I think it's kind of between the Packers and Vikings. Outside of that, or for the other spot. But no, I agree with most of the stuff you're talking about, Kyler. And it's kind of like the Geno stuff. Like, how much worse can it be?
It'll be better. It'll be better.
Yeah, like it does. And I actually was very bullish on Jefferson pre-draft, and I don't dislike the Kyler Murray signing, but I was kind of thinking that they didn't get Kyler and that they got one of the veteran pocket guys like a Cousins back or something like that. Yeah. So I do like the Jefferson price still, but I don't love it. I did love it, but Kyler can support an elite. He's done it the one time he had one, but that's been a long time ago. So we'll see.
I think the shortness concerns are like real. Like he's thrown below the league average touchdown rate for like 6 years in a row.
Let's go off order then, and then talk about Bryce Young. Like I'm talking about shortness concerns.
I would have him probably still fair, even though he is short. Maybe is he a little priced up? I might not love it.
I put him down to don't love it. He's the guy I was talking about earlier, man. I have a lot of them because I feel like at ADP, like he's that last guy.
Yeah, he's like last.
That like absolutely. After him, it's like now you're in the Geno Smith range,
right?
And you have I had a false sense of security for a while. It's like, well, he's just not going to get benched, but it kind of feels like there is bench risk now, and I don't love that I have what I have. I do worry about his ability to see over the line, like legitimately. And I do worry that Dave Canales is going to just run the ball all the time because he doesn't trust Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Like he did last year. So like, not only does that make me not love him, but it makes me not love like Tedero McMillan as much. Like Coker kind of feels mispriced, like almost underpriced still. But like we only take Tedero, McMillan, Coker, and then Brazel sometimes, right? Like we don't even take a tight end on this team. So, and I mean, that's kind of funny because like Kyler's tight end is going pretty late too.
Tremble time. Yeah. I'm out.
I actually did my DK rankings earlier, and I moved Tommy Tremble up to like 262 or something. Like I ranked it down to like 269, I think it was.
Draftable.
And it's like between 224 and 269 is basically all the same tier. And there was a bunch of like ugly tight ends down there, like Raritan. And I'm like, if I'm going to take everybody else is on JT Sanders, like just give me the other guy.
Yeah.
Who's actually been better. All right. I think we kind of agree there. Let's go to Baker. I've also got him and don't love it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I love it either. I'm kind of out, I would say, on the Bucks vibes.
Are we?
I mean, I would have Burrow I don't love it, but like he's at least good.
Yeah. I think based on my exact ranks, of this, it would be this. This is my exact rank.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think Baker, if you need it, he's certainly serviceable, probably low bench risk.
I will say him like Bo Nix, he's starting to drop.
Yeah.
I've been getting him at 125, 129, stuff like that every once in a while. Tyler Shuck, you're getting down there sometimes now. Like these quarterbacks are starting to really fall. So that's going to change this, but currently I don't love it. If he becomes a 127, like if he drops a full round, I'm kind of into fair.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, if you start picking him up,
because like right now,
Stroud range, Bryce Young,
Well, he goes here, and Malik Willis goes over a full round later. He is 119, and Malik Willis is 131.
Yeah.
So exactly a full round later, like 12 picks later. Baker, like I don't love the Malik price, but like Baker is also the last guy. Like there's between him, I guess Shuck is right around his ADP.
Yeah, I think we agree. I think that we had the one crazy 40 touchdown Baker season, right? Unlikely to reoccur. So we're looking probably at like a 250, 260, 270, 280 type of season from Baker, which I think that we can get out of guys like Tyler Shuck. I think maybe not 280, right? But I think Bryce Young could maybe get there. Daniel Jones.
I mean, let's give
Darnold. Darnold goes 20 something picks later, and they're basically the same.
Right. And the bull case for Baker is 2 years ago he was awesome, but they've also lost Evans. Baker was hurt last year. Their offensive line was hurt. Most of the receivers were hurt. Godwin's supposedly looking like old Godwin again. Egbuka is going to be healthy. So, there is a pretty okay upside case here if I'm wrong on the Egbuka price. Where are you at? Egbuka or Waddle? Straight up.
Waddle.
That's, I think that's pretty easy, too.
Yeah.
And, I know there's several Egbuka fans in the chat, but
I like him. Give me – I'm looking at a draft that I did a couple days ago. Some T. Higgins, McConkey, Tet, Burden, Evans, McLaurin, Waddle, Adams, JMO.
Yeah.
All these guys went after him.
Right. And that's not mentioning probably Josh Jacobs and Scatabo and
none of the running backs. Yeah.
And Loveland. I want almost every one of those guys over Egbuka. And the Egbuka price is part of the reason I don't love the Baker price, because in my opinion, there's only one or two people. There's two people to stack Baker with, and it's McMillan, who's a fun bet, but a thin bet, and Godwin, I love the Godwin price. I love the Godwin. I think he's my second highest owned wide receiver, but it's also, it's also a high upside bet. It could just tank, just like the Egbuka one, but it's a cheaper version of it.
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at with it. If Egbuka fell to the 4-5 turn, which is where he was going in pre-draft, I think I would move Baker to fair, because I think I'd feel a lot better about taking Baker with Egbuka. If you like the Egbuka price, you probably dislike this ranking.
Right. Yeah.
Because stacking is part of this. It's at ADP, is this player worth it? Well, if you have to backstack, and Godwin generally goes on the other side of the board as Baker now, so you had to pull him up. So I don't know. He also plays the Rams. He also plays the Rams week 17, which is an insane.
Okay, didn't account for that. Yeah,
insane. Myles Garrett.
Yeah, we don't like
Trent McDuffie.
It is at Tampa Bay.
It is at Tampa Bay, and the Rams have had trouble traveling across. They lost to Carolina in that game that I bet on Carolina. Everybody's like, "You're an idiot." I'm like, "I'm taking the 10 points."
Yeah, 10 points a lot. In the
I'm
NFL.
taking the 10 points. Yeah, that was that wild game where they went for it on 4th down 3 times and got touchdowns or whatever. Like, I think it was 3 times, but
yeah.
just wild stuff. Like, absolutely should not have happened. I'd take Waddle straight up for floor case, but Igbuka has the JSN breakout roll upside. I hear the arguments. Yeah, I forgot about Gainwell. Gainwell's good too. Yeah. Maybe the Rams will be in rest mode at that point. I don't know. What about Tyler Shuck? Let's go. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's.
This one is either.
I would say fair. Don't
he's
love it.
Like
fair.
He's one of my favorite ones. So I've got him number one to hard to pass.
Hard to pass.
Yeah. But I think I'll give the bull case, and then you can try to rein me in.
Yeah.
So this number one is assuming health.
Sure.
I think that Olave is very well priced. I don't think he's I don't think he's like a screaming value, but I think that he's a good price. I know that you kind of disagree with that. Jordan Tyson is a first-round rookie, top 10 rookie, going in round 6. Juwan Johnson, constant, very consistent, pro.
Right.
Like, Vele is an undrafted guy who's reasonable to pick. I'm not saying that I'm not value out here, but I think he's a fine pick. Travis catches the ball. Kamara might be back. If all that stuff happens, this is also a Kellen Moore offense. And if we get Olave in the slot, in the CD roll Lamb, I don't think we're going to get CD Lamb from 2 years ago. But if we get 80% of that, we are just printing money with these Shuck Olave sacks. And people forget that Shuck has a really solid rushing ability too.
Mm-hmm.
He had two touchdown games, I believe, last year, rushing the ball. I know for a fact he had 1. I think he had 5 down the stretch, 5 rushing touchdowns down the stretch. After week 12 or whatever, because he only played half the season. But that offense took off when he played. Their offensive line is solid. Their defense isn't very good. So, that is exactly why we were so in on the Bengals for all those years. This is just the projection for this team to become that much on offense. And if you don't like Shuck, you totally don't like the argument. But I liked Shuck a little bit.
No, I liked him. He showed a little chutzpah last year. And he's going, right next to Cam Ward in this draft. I'm looking at.
And that's the other thing. We were just talking about Bo Nix. We moved him up. I thought he was a good price. At the bottom end of hard to pass to fair when he was going at 114. His ADP, I'm seeing him go in almost every draft at 130 now. It's wild. And I'm yeah, sign me up. Especially on DK, he's getting that 300-yard bonus pretty often, I think. If their defense isn't very good and they're in catch-up mode and Kellen Moore offense, that 300-yard bonus is going to absolutely cook. I know we're talking underdog here, but I think he's one of the better prices on the board. If he's in the 120s, I'll just take him naked and not stack him. Whatever, it's fine. The Jared Goff, just give me the points. I'm just going to bet that he's just going to have the points. And
I like him from that perspective as a very safe 2 guy for cheap.
Yeah, and if, as you said with Cam Ward, I said, I'm not super happy if he's my 2. If I have Mahomes and Chuck, I'm fine stopping. Do I want to stop? No. But will I push for a third quarterback? Take one ahead of ADP or something, or force on a Deshaun Watson? No.
Right. Right.
That's reserved for Cam Ward teams. You know, like that's who I like. I like the Cam Ward pick, but like I do think there's like a big tier break, and right now there's only like 16 picks between the two. So that's my bull case. Like, because Tyler Shuck has dropped all the way to 120.9, and we know underdog ADP drops slower.
Yes.
Because he was like 112 the first month.
I like him for cheap. Yeah, I like him for cheap. Not a Shuck hater.
So he's either like top of fair or bottom of hard to pass, probably.
For me, he's fair. I could see, hard to pass building around like a cheap late round.
I also think that game, week 17 game, like, so the Saints are the only team that has all 3 dome games, I believe, in the playoffs as well.
They do not, but they are at
Tampa. Well, it's at Tampa.
It's nice.
It's Tampa. And then, that's what it is. It's Tampa. And then, was it Raiders?
Then Arizona, then at Atlanta.
Yeah. So 2 or 3 dome games, and the non-dome is Tampa, which is generally good weather in December.
Right.
So, like, that feels really good.
I like that. Yeah, no, I like that.
We'll keep them at the top of fair. My personal ranks, I have them at the top of hard to pass. Like, I'm pretty bullish on them. We'll go to Michael Penix.
They're both of them going into ooh for me. Not only do we think they stink, much like the Browns, we have no idea who's playing when, for how long. They both have injury concerns. Did I mention they both stink?
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm ooh on Tua and don't love it on Penix because
that's fine.
I'm fine with this too, but like
because we think Penix is at the end.
Yeah, I think that like if you have a very well built team and you're in round 18 and you have Bijan or you've taken Pitts or you've taken London and you have 2 quarterbacks and those 2 quarterbacks are Mahomes and Jordan Love and you're happy stopping, but you also have a Saint on that team and you could just add another week 17 game stack with round 18 pick. You just kind of like, I think it's fine. So do I love it? Am I looking to do it? Absolutely not. But if it's there and the situation calls that it's fine, like I might, I might still opt to not do it. So I definitely don't love it, but like, I think it's reasonable at that point.
Right.
All right. On to Matt Stafford.
On Stafford.
I've got him solidly in fair.
I could go fair. I was almost tempted to not love it.
I have that's kind of what I actually have him in mind directly ahead of Daniel Jones and directly below Hurts. So
yeah,
but we have.
I think he's just like he's like obviously he's more than a guy, but like he's just a guy that like. Okay, I need a quarterback, and I'm going to take Matt Stafford. And it's just he's probably not going to throw 40 touchdowns again, right? So, but he's not even priced as though he has to. So there could even be an argument that he's better than that.
Yeah. He's quarterback like 13 or something. Let me count.
10, 12, 13, 14, I think.
Yeah, that feels right. Yeah. So, yeah. So he's quarterback 14-ish. I mean, I guess I could just I don't want to touch anything because my PC's lagging because I have too many screens up. So like I have like 12 screens up. So it's my fault, but like it's lagging every time I click something.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna bring up underdog ADP. You can just look at it there. But I it's 13-14. Like
It's
he's outside.
14. I have it up. Yeah.
He's
So
outside of the top 12. So
I think
and like if he gets 34 touchdowns, like it's fair.
that's pretty good. Yeah, he'll probably outperform ADP.
I think his over under rushing on the season was 0.5 yards.
That's hilarious.
I think I've seen that. So I don't remember where it was.
I mean, you got to rip the over on that.
yeah,
don't you?
yeah, you just got to and like sweat it.
Like-
Like, could you imagine hitting that in week 18? In week 18, you hit it like he's at like -2 yards, and like he like has this scorching 3-yard run. Yes, this
Yes.
like
Yes.
just kills
Yes.
it, just kills it.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate gambler's high
Yeah.
right there.
Absolutely.
All right, so we pretty much agree there.
Yeah.
I also don't think like I think if he's after ADP, you can just like kind of
For
like off.
sure.
If he's like 7 picks after ADP and you need a quarterback, I personally like the Kyler bet more there. I personally like
Sure.
I would rather have Goff straight up over him. I think I like Goff just straight up over him, but like I don't know.
They're
for
like
sure.
the same. It's funny.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny that they're because it's the golf for Stafford thing, but they're like
Well-
the same kind of bet almost.
Yeah, it like so. I don't know. Maybe I like Stafford. Like it depends on what I need. If I've been taking a lot of higher end tight ends, I know a lot of the community doesn't like these high. Like I think this year might be like defined by these high. Like I don't mind leaving a draft with Bowers plus Kraft and just sending it. Like I think that some of
Sure.
these tight ends are like wildly priced, and
That's how
I do think
Josh
some of the.
Underdog is playing it.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, kind of get 2 top dogs.
Yeah, like I think that I have a team on DK where I shared it in my Discord, but I had Bowers and then Loveland fell to the 5th, and then Tucker Kraft fell to 120. So I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Tight ends can be your flex too.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, like I don't want this to be everything I do, but
Right.
I will definitely do it once. I will. So I have my eye out for that team. Like I definitely want that team to do good because that team seems fun. Like it was balanced balanced throughout. So anyway, yeah, I think that like being able to backsack him with multiple tight ends is perfectly fine too. Multiple tight ends.
Absolutely.
All right, Brock
Emphasis.
Purdy. And so, did you watch Eric Vinefor and the top offense thing, or
I don't
the
think
stacking
I've-
offense
no,
thing?
I don't think I got. I was
It-
getting annoyed with them because they're dragging it on for like
Yeah, well,
10 hours
their
at a
number
time.
one team was the Niners.
ETR is very high on Brock Purdy. I'm not sure that I'm that high. I think his price is pretty fair.
I have him. That's kind of where I have him at the very bottom of hard to pass tier.
I like him a lot. I like. Yeah, we can.
Like-
we can
like
give
what-
him the upgrade. So
Do you
we don't have to go
do you
2
like
rows.
him or Shuck more?
Oh, Purdy by a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm Shuck by a lot at price.
Yeah, I think they got the
I'm
lineman guy resolved
Trent
situation.
Williams.
Right, that situation's resolved. They're talking about load management for CMC during practice, just getting less practice reps, not the scary, right? Which is good. Let's be smart about it. And so Kittle's coming back. He looks healthy. Losing Brandon Ayuk, that's a plus for the team. So we'll see. I think he's good. Very solid player. You're getting him in the middle back end of the QB market, and he's going to perform like a 10 to 15 kind of guy or higher.
Yeah, I don't like this dribbling price. Christian Kirk scares me. I love the Evans price. I'm having a really hard time taking CMC. So like
Here's the thing. You just gotta nut up and just take CMC. He's going if he plays. Right.
It's funny because I'm nutting up and taking Kittle. But like so
Kittle is an awesome click right now.
So like
I'm so into the Kittle click right now.
I mean,
he's healthy.
I think if you tell us that the Colts offense is entirely healthy and the Niners offense is entirely healthy on underdog, I think it's 50-50 on if you should have CMC or Taylor one. I think it's a pretty good argument, huh?
Yeah. I just said, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that like if we know for a fact that they make it all the way to the end, I think it's pretty fair. I think that Amon-Ra is maybe in that conversation if we know they're healthy and good all the way. And I think that if we think that if we're right about Kubiak, like making the offense relevant, like I think Genty is definitely in that conversation as well. And I think of those players, I think CMC is the biggest risk. So like myself in total, like in full PPR, I'm definitely making the CMC click more. I will just lose those 6% of teams. Like it's fine. And in underdog, I'll just lose the 4% of teams if he's good. Like I took a CMC team earlier.
But he could be the guy. He could be the guy you need.
He could.
For what it's worth, Mike Clay has him.
I see.
Within 10 points, right, of Gibbs and Bijan, and then those guys are significantly higher than everybody. And obviously, Mike Clay projections are what they are, right? So, but
and they're full PPR as well.
Valid point. He's like one of the GOAT fantasy players, right? If he's playing the full season, right? What are you gonna do? So, for Brock Purdy, I just think his environment's awesome. He's pretty awesome. He's a good click.
I do agree that he's a good click. I just have a lot of trouble taking the players around him. I used to be big into Pearsall, and I'm lessening into that.
Yeah.
Like when I take Purdy, it's like if I don't get Kittle back, I just usually just have Purdy. I think it's fine too. I think it's. I don't think like he does run a little bit. So
I think I think that's totally valid.
Sam Darnold.
I don't know. Fair. Like I don't love it. I'm not. You know what I mean? It's one of those. I'm not doing that.
I'm here.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. So not because I think he's bad. He's unexciting, and you're kind of hoping for the smallest smidgen of excitement.
Yeah. So last year he had 2 games, I think it was, over 20 points or something. Like maybe
that's
it was 3.
with JSN going absolutely nuclear, right?
Yeah,
so
like
it's like
maybe it was 3, but like he only averaged like 16 fantasy points a game or something, and maybe it was 18. But like you need 20 at quarterback, right? You need to be around 20. And the thing is he didn't spike. Like even with his big games, they weren't spike games. Like he at no point hit like. I think he had 1 27-point week or something.
He's got looks like he has a couple 27-point games and a 22-point game, and then the rest of them are like 10,
look at any other quarterback. Look at any other quarterback. Like
a lot of guys can do that. Exactly.
Yeah, like that would be like Cam Ward probably close to that. Like Shadur had a 37-point game. Like so
that's not good.
Yeah, I think it was 37, right? Like you're looking it up right now. So like, I mean, he just doesn't have that upside. I do think that they're going to pass the ball more this year. So I'm a little more into it. And if I take him, it's like, I'll take him if I got JSN just because you can. Like third quarterback, I don't take him above ADP. If he falls to ADP or slightly behind it, I just take him. Like I don't think about it. I just do it. If he fell 10 picks past ADP and I kind of need a quarterback, even a quarterback 3, I'll still take him and just backsack him with Torrey Horton, Cooper Kupp, or AJ Barner, who I like. So I'm with you. I don't love it, but I'm willing to do it. I just don't his ability, and I don't like the Carolina matchup in Week 17. I think Carolina's defense is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
You got JC Horn against JSN, which JSN probably can win, but it's still not a positive thing for the offense, right? All right, so we're down to the Jacoby Brissett.
Jacober. Yeah, they're all kind of ew. There's no confidence at all. You can't even I don't even feel good taking Jacoby in Superflex. I'm in, as you may know, I'm in about 100 Superflex slows.
Here's the question: Gardner or Davis Mills? I'm Davis Mills.
Yeah. I'm not taking Minshew, man.
Look at how happy he looks, though.
He's happy to be in the league. Good for him. He's had a great career.
Remember when Sam was leading the league in rushing touchdowns?
I remember that. Yeah. No, Minshew's had a great career for, what he is.
I will disagree with this. Cam Ward offers upside. Sam Darnold has proven that he doesn't.
I think you can just look back at last year. JSN went absolutely crazy, supplied by Darnold, and the Darnold was like nothing.
As Hawk's saying here, Darnold price is one of those things. It's that's kind of why I think Aaron Rodgers is a good click.
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
It's the same exact bet in a offense that we know is going to be pass heavy. And do we not know that in the fantasy playoffs, the Aaron Rodgers retirement tour isn't going to be him just chucking if
DK
they're not
Metcalf 1-yard touchdowns? What I'm trying to tell you.
If they're not in the playoff hunt, let's say that they're 6-10 or whatever, do you not think they're going to go out there and just throw the ball as many times as Aaron Rodgers wants?
Right. No doubt. It would be like those last Kobe games with the Lakers.
Yeah, exactly. The 80-point game or whatever, right? Yeah. So that is a mild upside case for him as well. And I don't know. I can't really do the Darnold thing. I do the Darnold thing, but I'm not seeking it out. Right. That's why
it's not something I'm trying to do.
And that's what the don't love it category kind of boils down to. It's something I'm not seeking out. And if it happens, whatever. The fair is stuff I feel okay about if I get it, don't love it. I'm not setting out to do it, but it doesn't feel bad whenever it happens at all. The hard to pass is stuff that feels pretty good, and the insane values are things you enter the draft looking to do, right?
Yep.
So I don't know. I had a pretty good time doing this. I think
we weren't so far off. We had a couple.
I'm not gonna lie. I have Josh Allen here, but his new price is fair. If
he's
gonna if we'd have done this a week ago, we would have argued on this.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
But if he's gonna go early to mid fourth, and that's what I said back then, put him in the fourth. I have him. Right. I still have him ranked at 37. I'm gonna take him at that point most of the time. So I've just put him in the fourth. I'll take him.
Yeah, right? I think for me with Josh specifically, it's just he's one of the ultimate, exactly what you're getting kind of guys. So I feel, it's expensive, but like I just said, what you're getting, and there's some value to that.
If you got time, I'm going to do a draft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we want
after all the yapping?
Are you in on my poodle strategy that I said?
I like your strategy of forcing it. I forget who.
Yeah, okay. We'll discuss it after the pick, so we don't get sniped on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll do a poodle then. If I can tab over to it. All right, we're gonna jump in a poodle. everybody. We're going to jump in 15 seconds.
Bestball begin arrest. We never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, mix, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
I put in the private chat who it was.
We could do that. We could have
Yeah.
some fun.
Yeah. I put it like it was between two players, and the other player I do like slightly more, but I already have 17% of this player in that round. And I don't want to be at 20-some percent. Like in this player, I'm at exactly the field, but I do really like the pick. So I would love to get more. You know how that just happens sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
why am I not overweight here? You know?
Now we could certainly argue for the content.
Oh, this is the perfect spot to do it too. Because this is I think we're gonna agree on what we do. So let me we got the 112, we got Jordan at the 10, we got C. Oh, that's not C money, that's G money at the 7. Nice and Blunt at the 4, Peanut at the 3, and we got Lutz at the 101. If somebody wants to be funny, if they've seen it, they can pull this player up into the top 11 and give us a value because there is a top 11 this year. So do you feel pretty confident about that, it being a top 11 this year? Or do you throw James Cook in there?
I mean, we want to get spicy. I don't have Justin Jefferson in my first round.
I'm fine with that, actually.
I don't know that Jonathan Taylor is a lock. Should be.
I mean, my current ranks, like we can go back to it. I have Jefferson last in of the top 12.
Yeah, I know you won't argue with me per se heavily on this, but what's the difference between Justin Jefferson and Nico Collins, or
I do think that there's a big difference between those two players, but talent wise, no doubt. Fantasy football wise, I'm not so sure. Yeah, if D'Amico Ryans wasn't that's the problem. The problem with Nico is D'Amico Ryan. In this argument, is D'Amico.
Even, I mean, we want to get really spicy. Rashee Rice. I mean, what is the difference from a fantasy perspective?
Right. All right. So if we do the thing, are we going to pull up another player and get a unique combination? Because I think that's how you do it, right?
Man, I was hoping to get CeeDee Lamb there.
Do something like that, or
I mean, you're not gonna get me to go Chase Brown over Henry.
I think we just do this, right?
I like it, and that's high T. I mean, that is
right. Let's go ahead and just do this. The player, the stand player, I'm going to have in the poodle.
Ooh, I like it.
Is Brock Bowers. I'm moving Brock Bowers to the 112. Every time I get the 12, I'm going to pull up 2 mid-second round picks. If I'm hoping to get the 12 a bunch in this, I want a Bowers Hampton. I want a Bowers Walker, that. I might even pull them up to the 109 or something here and there to get some unique. This is going to be my Bowers contest. I have 8.8% Bowers. I think he's a really, really good pick. I have trouble not taking the running backs in this range, and to get more exposure. And I don't necessarily think that every running back is better than him at price, but I've been playing it the way the market's been playing it. And for this contest, I'm going to just put my balls on the table and do it.
No, I like that. I think that's a fun strategy for these things.
I did it last year. I put Puka Nacua as my 101, and I got some fun teams, got a fun team to the finals. It got there. It got wrecked. It only had 12 live players.
Oh no.
But those players were like, it had James Cook, Josh Jacobs, and Chase Brown with Puka. Like that's a fun place to be, right?
Yeah.
Like I was like, yeah, let's go. All right. Like I had a clear out. Like
And
I had
thus
Drake.
began the hatred of Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. The other thing I was debating on, I was between two things, and we touched on the other one. I was thinking about pulling CMC to the 103, like, and just getting a chunk of my CMC exposure in this contest. I'm going to do that later in a contest. I don't know what contest I'm going to pick. Maybe the MMG. I like the MMG, but like that's a 50 max, so like it'll help me balance out my total exposures by doing that.
Yeah.
CMC, like you can't reliably get him after 5, right?
Great.
So you're still not going to get just bags of him, even pulling him to the 103. So I do think that that's how I'm going to play it. I'm going to pick a contest, and that contest I'm just going to put CMC at the 103, and I'm going to kind of fade him in other contests to some extent and play it scared. Like it is what it is.
Cameron, I would like to, maybe we can fit it in a little bit. I would describe myself as anti-elite tight end in general. I think the bet's pretty thin. So this would be a tough thing for me to do. Not anti-Bowers, just not sure this year is the year for the mega.
I totally get it. Like the late values are values, but I think that elite tight end this year is different, where I'm kind of leaning into when you go with an elite, you still go 3 and you just flex them. I think that the values are strong enough that that's kind of what you want. Like, I mean, I think there's a clear pick for us here.
No doubt. Yeah, hopefully he is.
Hopefully, I mean, top 2. Or
I mean, my clear pick is definitely T. Higgins for the
yeah.
And I mean, I probably in a vacuum like McLaurin over.
I agree, but this is a fall.
It is a nice little fall.
We'll take T for sure. If we do,
and
I'm fine
it's up to you. It's a nice fall. It is a nice fall.
Let's do the Olave thing.
Sure.
Like I said, Shuck has been falling to the back end of round 11 now. Like he's been falling to 130 every once in a while, which is wild. Obviously, we are probably going to do the play that we don't love, which is taking Burrow here, or we just let it ride. Yeah. I think we might just let it ride. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how we feel. Yeah.
Yeah. If running backs come back, if Henderson falls back there now, sometimes probably not in the reach room, but Henderson does fall back there sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think I'm kind of upset at myself for believing the Hendo stuff, because whenever I did my initial rankings back in January, I had Henderson and Ramondre at 63, 64. I had them both back to back.
Yeah, the narrative now seems to be they're both overpriced. That seems to be kind of what
I think that narrative is wrong. I think one is for sure underpriced.
I don't know. Underpriced is strong. I think Hendo is fairly priced for upside. I think he had a fine season last year.
Didn't he have 11 touchdowns?
He put up 200 fantasy points, in a situation where we're wanting more. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he had 9 touchdowns. He had 10 touchdowns.
10 touchdowns, right? And so
911 yards, another 220. So he had 1,100 total yards.
Seems good to me.
180 attempts, 900 yards.
Right, with room for improvement. Right, with room for improvement.
Is that 5 yards a carry?
Just about, right? A little bit under 4 point something, right? But probably 4.5 there. Room for improvement. Tough. You're the price, right, to the haters' point point, the price you are saying this improvement is definitely going to happen.
Right.
But I think that if the improvement does happen, you want that on your team, right? So it's worth it.
Yeah, dude, I did a DK $1. I've never did the $1 King of the Desert things, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do those this time. I got Bucky Irving at 67. I'm pretty out on Bucky Irving at cost, but like at 67, yeah, I'll send it like every time.
He's a player that it's going to go too far the other way on him.
No, I think it will. Like I think once it's almost there, but I think the sidekick users are going to start pushing them up again.
yeah.
I mean, if Lamar makes it, we take Lamar
for sure, no doubt. There'll be a lot of nice picks here for us.
So I went back to ADP. Where are you at on Jadarian Price? Can you do it? I can't.
Not doing it.
I know it shows I got a little bit. But like
the Sharps little drum beat is picking up. Okay, the other guys are there. He's like the opposite of the rookie bets that you want, right? Where it's like the reverse timeline.
Top 2, or do we double down?
I like Tootin for sure.
Do we
not on a double down? Not for me. I know you're a super shuckhead.
I mean, we could do any of that. We could do the Burrow.
I mean, the Burrow is there, right? We could just take Jane Daniels and say, "Screw you, we're gonna take." Right.
We could do the Tootin Jaden thing. I'd be okay with that.
Oh, that's a stack. Let's do that. I like that. Just invented that.
Yeah. Whenever you said Jaden's there, I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's a game stack.
I like that, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll be able to add another Jacksonville piece or something.
Hendo is going around later than last year. That is true. He finished as running back 19. He's been drafted as running back 20. I don't get he is overpriced narrative. I think he's a fine price in the middle of the fifth. He is overpriced narrative. Like hearing that he spent his whole offseason a nice QJ value. What? Somebody take QJ already? Or
Judkins probably.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
But I guess he's on the Browns. So
I do like the Judkins price when he's back here. Like if it were me there, I don't know what I would have done, but it would have been between Tootin, Judkins, and and Jordan Tyson. I probably would have went Tyson and one of the two. I don't know which. I probably would have leaned Tootin because I like to keep week 11 buys open. Like I like Corum. Like I don't mind pulling Corum up if I have to. I don't know.
I haven't been getting there on Corum. I kind of want to a little bit. I use like ETR rankings and then modify them to my own taste, right? But they're very high on Kyron and Corum.
I am too. And people, I'm not really high on Kyron, but I have him at ADP, which means you get enough. And I think Corum, Kyron is I've played this enough that I know Sean McVay loves Kyron.
Right. You can't discount that. Like that is a legit thing.
Like there are some coaches that when they love the player, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's one of those.
Right.
Like John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh just loves all of his players, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says. He loves all of them, like everyone.
Well, if you listen to Mike McDaniel, they've got like a Hall of Fame roster over there because Quentin Johnson, that's Andre Johnson to you, and what did he say? Who's Terrell Davis?
Terrell Davis is Omari Hampton. Yeah.
And Justin Herbert, we know he's a Hall of Famer already, right?
I mean, Amari and Hampton's like, yeah, he told me I was this Terrell Davis guy, and I had to go watch him and see who he was.
Oh man, come on,
yeah, it's like, oh man, come on, come on. I'm gonna
Don't
have
do me
trouble
like
respecting
that,
you. I have trouble.
bro.
Like, man, you just dropped in my ranks, Amari. You
Don't
just
do
how do
me
you not
like
know? How do you not know?
that? Come on, man.
Come on, yeah. Maybe he knew who he was, but he went back to like rewatch him. You know, like I like that was kind of the.
You think Terrell Davis belongs in the Hall of Fame?
Terrell Davis ruined Kansas City. Like he absolutely destroyed KC.
Do you think his burst, what his short dominance was enough?
Oh yeah, I do. Like if Derek Johnson or Derek Thomas made it. All right, we're on the clock.
We kind of, I'm feeling we need wide receiver. Kind of eyeing up Godwin a little bit here. I don't know how you feel about that versus the other guys.
I'm good. I'm good. Like,
and then
I have a bag.
I've been clicking Harvey a little bit more. It seems a little bit early for him, but I'm also on Superflex. So if we're at ADP, I like the Harvey. But I'm fine with Jaden Reed. I don't really care for Sutton. I see.
Let's go Harvey. I think the third RB here makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like we're gonna like that pick. Like when it comes back and there's RB is dead.
Yeah, I feel like we really wanted Ramondre there. Like the Ramondre almost falling to it. Like Jordan here is just cooking. Like Cook, Allen, Loveland, Moore, Judkins, Stevenson. Like that's pretty fun.
Yeah, the Josh DJ Moore, I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, Terrell, like if Derek Thomas made it in the NFL, like NFL Hall of Fame for his short career, which was electric, by the way, absolutely, like it was nuts. But like Terrell Davis had a similar short burst in the NFL. Except it was 7 sacks against Seattle, if that's what you're looking up.
No. I knew I was looking up Davis because it's actually he had 4 very solid, and then obviously the 2,000 yard.
But he had like that was back when 1,000 yards was like a lot because
1,000 yards was a lot.
Well, 2,000 yards was also was it 14 game seasons?
16.
It was 16. It was 16 then. Because wasn't it in the 90s they went to 16? Or
yeah. 95 he's got 14, so it may have been I
don't know.
When did they go from?
Are you looking it up? Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was earlier. I was thinking it was like right about 1990.
Oh no, yeah, they were 16 games for a while in the 70s.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's
late 70s. Yeah,
did not know that. That's my bad. I started watching in like 89 or so, really. So for the audio listeners, we have a 1-3-3-1 right now. We got Jade Daniels, the GOAT, Derrick Henry, Bashaw Tootin, RJ Harvey, T. Higgins for the bring back, Chris Olave, Godwin, and Bowers. Like, it does feel like we're like it. I don't know if it feels like we're missing a first round pick, but like whenever it comes down to it,
I forgot we had Bowers, and that's what it's like. I forgot. I was gonna say we feel thin, but it's like I forgot we have Bowers, right? And
well, yeah.
That I know that's the whole point, but it's just like you forget that. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have this guy too.
Yeah.
Right. So he's. I mean, let's yab about it a little bit because like it's so thin to me. Like he's got to basically put up like Amon-Ra. Like he's got to put up a CD Lamb. Maybe not quite.
All he's got to do is smash in the postseason. If it's the same thing as it's the same thing.
I don't agree because you have to get there, and he has to. You have to have a good first round pick, and he can't just be fine, and he can't just be okay. Can't be just good for a tight end. He has to be like the wide receiver 5 or 6. because you're now you have to start 3 tight ends or
Well-
3 wide receivers, not tight ends.
Well, we're gonna have some options here, by the way. Are we gonna?
Absolutely, I'm so on board for that. If he's there,
And then one of these running backs, or 2 of these running backs, if Kittle goes. I don't know.
And I'm
what
glad I'm kind of glad Dobbins is gone, so we don't have to think about that, because I would totally do it.
So Gainwell is the same buy as Harvey.
Okay, I like Rashad.
Rashad is that game too. Do we just
That is
do
true.
this? Do we just do this?
I can do the. I don't know what else we got. I guess we're pushing for a hard to pass quarterback at a
very good price,
right
or
at a
we get Bowers.
right.
Like,
there's Golden here too. I just saw who, like, if we want somebody, I feel more optimistic about Golden than I do about Brooks. Personally.
Wandale fits our team. Dobbs. I'm fine with Golden. Let's do Golden.
Let's do that. Let's try that.
Let's just kind of build a balanced approach out here, because we're building this to where Derrick Henry smashes and Brock Bowers is what you need, right?
Yeah.
So I do think that doing this double round 2 thing is probably a really thin bet to get there, but these teams, if you get any of these double round 2 teams to a postseason pod, you're instantly like way unique to the field.
Yeah, I've
so like I
waffle on how much like being unique even matters, though. I know it's something that Liam talks about a lot. It's just so like, it's
hard
unique,
to get there,
right? You have to get there, and then like with your unique thing, right? So it's like, sure, it's a bonus. I think as long as you're not giving up projections, which I really don't think that we are.
It was Davis, by the way, because like the guys, Davis just looks so much better than everybody else who was in that offense. Like, for sure. I think it's a fun play for an individual contest. That's kind of what I'm at. Like, we also have better advance rates through the postseason. Like, if we can get through, it's a 1 of 6, 1 of 5.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 of 12 is our hardest.
Yeah. And like, I get that that's where this probably struggles the most at, because you're not hitting that first round talent thing. But I'm playing this contest that Brock Bowers is just a piece
I don't
of
know.
meat.
It's not. I wouldn't say not a first round talent even. It's just the, like, I almost view the fact that he's a tight end as a negative. And whereas the conventional wisdom is like, it's a plus because you're slotting him into your tight end slot. But for me, it just makes the roster building tough, right? In these skill positions, and you can kind of feel it as you're going through.
I don't know. I feel like we're pretty strong at all the positions. I think that Higgins, Olave, Godwin, Golden offers like decent floor and some upside. I think that Derrick Henry, Tootin, Harvey, White, like, is a decent floor, high upside, and we still fit. Like, the problem most likely is that we decided to take an elite quarterback as well.
It's tough to do.
Like,
yeah, that is
like that is the part that probably makes us feel thin. Like, I think if we would have taken Tyson or Judkins, like we like
go back, scroll up to like our Jaden pick, just so I can see the other like
if we would have taken Tyson, if we would have taken Tyson here, and at the golden pick taken Chuck, would we feel a lot better about it?
Oh, we skipped Chuck, huh? What are we doing for quarterback?
Praying.
Who's even left? Anybody?
Mendoza.
Oh, our boy. No, our boy's here. Malik.
We could do Malik. Like, this is the kind of team I think you want Malik on.
This is perfect Malik team, right?
Yeah, this is a perfect Malik because we're praying that Mendoza comes back, right?
Yeah. This is great. This is awesome. Okay. Doing us dirty. Could grab Jones if we want. We could grab Cam Ward if we want to set up something in the back. I think we probably want What
I
about
think we
Travis
just
Hunter here?
I
How
think
do
we
you
just
feel?
push it, man.
I'm fine. We got Jaden. I like. Are you anti
Who do you
Travis
want?
Hunter?
Well, we got Kincaid because
That's fine. I'm good with that. That's fine.
Okay. No, I'm not anti-Hunter, and we are in that game.
It kind of
Here's my argument here. I like Diggs more for this team because I feel like we want to get some guaranteed touches more than upside. What do you think? I'm fine with either, though. We'll go Hunter.
I don't think that Diggs is guaranteed.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah. Then we
Not
just
that
ignore it.
obviously Hunter is like.
There's
Mr.
also the
Relax.
chance that Diggs sign. Like I thought about too late, but there is a decent chance Diggs signs with the Commanders.
Washington. Yeah, that's true.
So like, show the lineup again. I think Peppertoni is a. I think
when you were maybe I'm just too harsh.
No, I fully agree that this is probably going to be a harder team to build out. Well, and after building it, and this is like a lesson thing. After building it, I think taking Jaden here makes it feel thin.
It does, but
it also gives us upside.
All right, stop scrolling for a second.
We're at here,
right? So I can see who else like instead of Jaden, because I wasn't there on the Tyson thing for the double up.
Yeah, I mean Tyler Warren was the other one for the double elite, but like it's literally just Judkins, Tyson, or pull somebody or Burrow for the stack.
Yeah.
So like if that's the case, if that's what we're doing, like it almost has to be Daniels there.
Right. Unless you're going to pull somebody way up, right? So
right. So I don't think we did something wrong. I think the room played it correctly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes even at the 2 and the 11 spot, sometimes the room you just it's just tough. Sometimes it's just tough.
Yes.
Sometimes it feels really good on the turns.
These turn spots they're brutal sometimes. My opinion.
I'm kind of in the. I think I like the 8 spot the most this year.
I like the middle spots. Yeah.
I think I like the 8 because you get a good mix of Amon-Ra and Genti, who I'm very high on. If things go like I've seen JSN go there, and you can mix in Taylor and McCaffrey if you want, and you can pull up Lamb if you want. Like I'm kind of getting to where I'm pulling Lamb up instead of getting Jefferson.
Yeah.
I don't remember where my ranks had them. Oh yeah, Jefferson was last of the group because I've put Lamb up above because I'm a scatterbro.
Right.
But like that week 17 game is pretty lit. Like you can't argue. You can't argue that the Lamb Scatabo thing, if both show up healthy, isn't going to be something that feels good.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
And if you don't have it, it's gonna be one of those things you're kind of wondering about, most likely. So, all right, we're getting close to being back on the clock, and we might be in luck.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get somebody acceptable to us, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we have any game stack kind of stuff we can. Ooh, those names are gross. Those names are gross.
Third tight end.
Names are gross. So I mean, I guess I'll just say it after this guy. Okay, that was my preferred. So
yeah, I figured that was your preferred. I know you don't like the Stroud pick, but like he's at 157. Like
at 141. Oh, that's your rank. 142 ADP. Yeah, that's a nice little faller there. I don't know if there's any.
Yeah, I think we do this for sure. And then
is there any Houston Higgins or whatever?
No,
too early for
not
that
yet. Do you like any of these names?
Like Tank, if it's not too early.
It's kind of too early, but we're on the turn, so it's fine. We could do Boston or Debo or Trey. We'll do Tank. We'll just go get Tank.
Yeah.
We Dyson Blunt's in the room, so it upset.
Yeah, he's definitely not coming back.
Yeah. So like, we pulled him up 15 spots, but like his ADP is like right here. So probably not getting him back anyway.
Now look, and then the
So, like-
reality is that every player at this point is the exact same.
So like we have Tank Dell, Jalen Noel, and we could take Dalton Schultz as a third tight end, which I honestly wouldn't hate.
I'm getting into conceptually. I haven't actually done it myself very much. I'm getting into the Tank Dell
I've been doing it a little bit.
thing.
So like,
yeah,
and we have the Matthew Golden bring back.
look at us. We are
That I didn't mention that, but it was on my mind that like
we are so correlated.
that's right. Fair price.
I think it is fair. It's fair. I mean,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at these other names. Like these guys, we're gonna look back in 1 year. and
How's
we're
it
gonna
going?
Say Denzel Boston. That guy was a 0.
You didn't like him?
Zach Charbonnet. That guy was a 0.
What you don't like? You don't like Boston?
I don't know any. No, the truth is, I don't know anything about him. I know he's on the Browns.
He's going to
know
be
it.
he's going to be a touchdown guy on the Browns
Oh,
offense.
Let me get
He's
all
a
those
he's a
Browns
deep
touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a deep threat guy. Like he's the down the field like
So
big
he's
body
Rashad
guy.
Bateman on
He's
the Browns.
kind of Mike Williams.
On the Browns.
Yeah. So
That's where I'm at with that. So
we didn't take him. Oh, we didn't take him, so we can't play the clip. Isn't the draft like 8 p.m. or 7 p.m.? Oh, Bayou. Yeah. By the way, those of you, Bayou is going to do a drafters ticket giveaway here in 30 minutes, so we'll be heading over there. Also, if you guys aren't subbed to Nice and Blunt and Steve from Fanspeak, Steve will be on tomorrow. We got to figure out our topic. If you didn't, Peppertoni and I, Steve, spent the first 2 hours and 10 minutes doing quarterback tiers. It was a good time. I'm gonna actually put those tiers. Like, I'm still lagging because still have the tier list up because I'm going to put it on X later.
nice.
So, just to rage bait people,
Absolutely.
right? Like, I can't believe you have this guy here. Well, that's because it's based on ADP. It don't matter. Like, okay, like okay. And then like, I can't believe you don't like Shedeur Sanders price.
Insane value. Aaron Rodgers, insane value.
I mean, it might all come together to where we get to take your boy Geno Smith.
Oh no.
I mean, obviously we won't make those.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm actually fine stopping. Like this is exactly what we were talking about earlier. Like,
right.
But
I kind of like I kind of like doing it here. Yeah. I like it. And then
just
now
close this out, both of them.
I mean, let's talk a little bit about the Dell. I might say that I prefer Ridley in a vacuum. And I've been meaning to kind of spark a discussion somewhere about like higher ADP player in the same tier, versus
I think we do Dell for the stack since we have the bring back too. Like if we didn't have the bring back with it, I think that we would go Ridley. I love Ridley. I have almost 12%.
12%.
So
let's do Dell. Let's do the thing.
I'm in on the Ridley thing. I do think that like the higher ADP, by the way, Dell is 189 and Ridley's 185. My rank is 174 on Ridley, and Dell was 180.
Okay.
So you were looking at the ranks. The ADPs were very close.
Was looking at it wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. I kind of like. I'm getting into the Dell thing. It seems to be positive news coming his way, and
it really
they had a connection, right? They had.
I mean, they're best friends.
Right.
They're literally best friends. Like,
so
I heard they skip in parks together.
Hopscotch.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the one on the ball and the pole?
Tetherball.
Tetherball.
Yeah. Yeah,
Got the spinny wheel thing with the handles.
tiddlywinks.
Doing it
Yeah.
all. Regular
it's
field
all
day.
of it. Yeah.
Got the parachute. Got to run under.
Just another day at the park. Just another. Yeah. So, I think that was the right. I think that's the right. Like, so let's go over the team and see what you think so far. Like, because we did the weird thing. We got a 3-5-6-2 now. We got Jaden, Stroud, and Mendoza. 10 picks after ADP. Like, kind of what we were saying.
Right.
Henry, Tootin, Harvey, White, Bigsby. Honestly, feels pretty good. Wide receivers: T, Olave, Godwin, Golden, Hunter, Dell. Feels okay, doesn't it?
Needs a little work.
Yeah, and then Bowers, Kincaid. So we add 2 receivers and send it, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and I do think that like it does feel like you're kind of missing a pick there, right? Like almost, yes. but it doesn't.
But you
it also doesn't feel. It doesn't feel dead either.
Right. It's like you're like, ooh, this is a little thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again,
yeah, they're just pointing at each other, like across the field all the time. Just.
Or they're passing notes like, do you like me?
Giggling during film study.
Yeah, I think I feel a little thin at the skill spots, but then again, we have.
I agree. Like, I think that this running back, like, I agree. It kind of feels thin. I think running back honestly feels pretty fine. Like, pretty fine. Like, because we got these 2 big upside swings.
Yeah,
and White and Henry honestly feel like a pretty good floor.
That does.
Like, weirdly, it feels like a good floor.
Yeah.
Even though the floor guy is the latest one. We like the late pick. Like, it's kind of backwards, but it
feels good. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. All right. I see a name that we both love. I see that name that we both love too. It was higher. Initials PB that I saw. Pat Bryant.
So
we don't have to force that. I like those names.
I kind of like Fields. I don't mind Surratt. I don't.
These guys are all the same, so honestly, do whatever
you could do. Christian Kirk, who I don't love, if we want like a floor play. Like, I mean, it's the Peppertoni team. Like, we gotta have Savion, right? We got a team stack with it.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're in on that game.
Yeah, we're in on that game, and we just won the poodle.
Yeah. When Savion has an 80-yard end around,
he's gonna throw a pass, and Matthew Golden's gonna catch it. And we're going to just be, dude, we're going to be.
That's going to be us.
That's going to be us. Yeah. It's not going to, we're going to steal that from CJ Stroud and take Dell. It's going to be us. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Let's review the team. All right. We got a 3-5-8-2 here. We got Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud, Fernando Mendoza, running backs, Derrick Henry, Bashaw Tootin, RJ Harvey, Rashad White, Tank Bigsby. Let me remove that setting real quick. You can turn off the player details, so if you're scrolling through, it stops showing.
Yes.
And I was starting to get annoyed with it. T. Higgins for the bring back on the Derrick Henry, Chris Olave, Chris Godwin, Matthew Golden, Travis Hunter, Tank Dell, Pat Bryant, Savion Williams, Bowers, Kincaid. Like, that is a lot of upside at tight end. Like, Kincaid Bowers honestly feels really good.
Yeah.
Like,
the Kincaid price is kind of nice. Like,
I wasn't there, but I'm starting to get in. Like, I'm starting to get pretty in. Yeah. So we got a double bring back on the Rashad White or a double bring back on the CJ Stroud plus Dell thing. We got a single bring back in Travis Hunter, actually with Tootin. With Jaden Daniels plus Rashad White, which feels fine. Then we got Bauer stacked up, and we don't have any Arizona, but that's fine. Like, we just got the quarterback that's going to help us a couple weeks. Hopefully, like this team wants Cousins out by week 6,
Right.
right? So like I think it's a solid team. It doesn't feel dead. Like it.
I think the wide receiver is where I feel the most uneasy.
You also don't like Olave.
It's not that I don't like him. It's
I mean, we got him at 30. We got him at 30.
I certainly like the discount.
Like
it's
like not
it's
only
little-
are we unique with Derrick Henry Bowers, but we got Olave. Like
it's a nice discount.
we basically got two we got 2 mid-second round picks and like a mid-third round
Early
pick.
third,
So there's zero chance anybody has that combination. Like
I think I have a little bit of residual got burned by Olave, probably still clouding my judgment a little bit. I think last year he kind of showed that he can score touchdowns. So I'm good with it.
All right, let's review Lutz's team without Kyler Murray on it. We got a 2-5-8-3. We got Caleb Williams, Brock Purdy. Running backs, Jameer Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, Brees Hall, Jalen Warren, and Jaden Blue. That's pretty strong. He's fully committed over to Jaden Blue now.
Jaden Blue.
He was very into Malik Davis. I ended up buying into some Malik Davis. The last couple drafts I've seen him take Jaden Blue. Like that's the thing about best ball. Like there's takes I've been wrong on, and it's like, all right, time to go the other way.
Yeah,
it sucks that I've lost 7% of all my other teams, but I guess moving forward, Roma Dunze, Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, Wandale Robinson, Khalil Shakir, Ryan Flournoy, Calvin Ridley, and Cooper Kupp. That's a really nice back 4 players. Like that's a lot of floor. Like and Wandale.
Yeah.
Where's the ceiling? You don't really have the ceiling's lacking here.
Ceiling is Mike Evans, which is a little bit scary, perhaps.
He's got the double stack, though.
I don't. He's got Purdy though.
Yeah, he's got Purdy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel better.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's honestly fine.
Yeah.
And then we got Chig, Gadsden, and Barner. Yeah, it's a very well built team.
Yeah.
The
kind of same as us. Like the wide receivers a little bit thin.
Right. His running backs are a lot stronger.
Shakir is like a kind of a sneaky good pick.
I agree. I don't have a lot of them, but I'm always in that range looking at other I'm always looking at tight ends in that range personally. I don't get much of them because of positional. I generally have enough wide receiver at that point. And I kind of clearly have Jaden Higgins ahead of him. And Higgins is usually there if I need a receiver. So,
right. Yeah.
We got Peanut here. We got a 2-7-7-2. We got Joe Burrow, Bo Nix, Kyron, Bucky, Rodriguez, Jordan Mason, Katron Allen, Nicholas Singleton, Kalen Black, Jamar Chase stacked up. For some reason, the T. Higgins drafter took
his benefactor of our decision.
Yeah,
there.
and then the room actually led him as well.
Right, you're right.
Then Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, Marvin Harrison, Trey Tucker, Trey Harris, Isaac Tesla. That feels really strong.
Really strong.
This you're a little thin here, but I'm also sketchy on the Bucky stuff. If Bucky's good, that team is loaded. And then Laporta, Henry, pretty thin, but it is with the one of 6, 1 of 5, I think going thin at tight end is kind of a fine thing. You either want to go thin or go heavy and try to flex. Yeah. Right. I think that those are the 2 ways to do it. Nice and blunt here. Good stats posted on Twitter this week, mentioning a higher pressure rate for Shuck and Rattler on 15-yard plus this down year. Better this year, Olave could have some bigger plays. I did not see those. You'll have to let me know where those are. All right, we got 3-5-7-3 by Nice and Blunt here. We got Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, and Jordan Love. Chase Brown, Josh Jacobs, Blake Corum, Sean Tucker, Justice Hill. Jacobs 45 just feels awesome. Corum a little after, like well after ADP, feels good. He took Sean Tucker because Tank Bigsby wasn't there. Wide receiver, Fuka Nakua, Devonta Smith, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Juwan Jennings, Dontavian Wicks. And then tight end, Dallas Goedert, Dalton Schultz, and Pat Freiermuth. So you have the double stack there in triple stack in Philly with Wicks as well. And
not my favorite nice and blunt team, to be nice and blunt.
Well, he went for the double. What happened with Stafford?
I don't know that I like. Yeah, that's a little. He probably got sniped there.
No, he pushed. He tried to put. He took the stack. He's like, I have the offense. Let's triple down on the offense. And see if we can sneak it by.
I don't know that
I don't mind doing that every once in a while, but like it definitely
secure it. But he probably was like, I have hurt, so it doesn't matter kind of deal. I don't like the 3 QB and 3 tight end, I think. Mostly. But like kind of depends. Like I may have taken Tyrone Tracy instead of
I don't really
Jordan
feel
Love
like he's weak in any position though. I don't feel like he's weak in any position. I do think that like
I think structurally he's fine. It was kind of more player takey for me.
Yeah.
Right. The Rams thing.
What's good?
Both on the same team makes it a little tougher without Stafford. But
Yeah. So let's go.
Not horrible. Not my favorite nice and blunt team.
That we got one more to review. We got delay here. We got
get him next time, champ.
2-7-7-2. We were just talking about Josh Allen being a 4th round pick. You don't let it happen. Josh Allen.
Gotta pull him up.
Yeah, you got to pull him up. Like you heard he's a 4th round pick now. You're like, not on my watch. No more. Nope. He's solidly in the 3rd round, guys. This is happening. James Cook, Quinshon Judkins, Ramondre, J.K. Dobbins, Ray Davis. The James Cook, Ray Davis, and Josh Allen.
I think he's got DJ Moore on this.
Yeah, he does. Braylon Allen, Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Josh Downs, Casey Concepcion, Jalen Coker, Omar Cooper, Deebo Samuel. I feel like those position groups are pretty good. The Quinshon and Ramondre Fall are really good. I was assuming you had Dulcich and pulled them up on this team. Loveland Dulcich. This is actually a really good team. Really well balanced. Daniel Jones would look better on our team, but I actually think that was fate because I think we would have taken this, but then we wouldn't have got into the Tank Dell CJ Stroud.
Talk, I think it worked out.
I think it kind of worked out for us.
Only thing on this one, I think the Bills, it becomes a little thin. I think it's good for the regular season, but it becomes a little bit thin, and maybe it doesn't matter in this contest because the finals isn't as big. But like when you get into those playoff weeks, you have the big team stack. It's unlikely that they're all gonna that Josh Allen, James Cook, and DJ Moore are all going to be guys you need.
Yeah.
So that makes it tough in that kind of situation. But I think it's obviously it's positively correlated over the year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think he's strong enough, to take Ray Davis and James Cook here.
Yeah, because you could have a week where you're starting Quinshon, Ramondre, J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and if James Cook gets hurt for 3 weeks, Ray Davis, and what if James Cook smashes the entire season and they're up 35-3 on the Dolphins in the first quarter, and then Ray Davis cooks, right? It was all Josh Allen. It was all Josh Allen, touchdown passes somehow. Josh Allen ran in 4 touchdowns.
Right.
There's
the pathways. I'm not. I don't think it's bad. Or it becomes becomes a little thin.
It is a lot on that. So back to our team. Are you happy to have a unique, weird team like this in your portfolio now? Or would you rather?
I don't know that I find it even that weird, to be honest. Like, yeah, I probably would have taken like a running back.
I mean,
instead
James
of
Cook,
Bowers,
like
but,
James Cook, I think is kind of clearly the number 12 pick. Like
yeah, I mean, I would have
I
wanted to pull up HN, but
I fought it for a while, but I think he's like, I mean, if you would have said Bowers Achan, I would have been game.
he well,
Like I would have
you dangled Derrick Henry in front of me, and who am I to say
yeah.
no?
Yeah. I did that the last time we straight teams, and the first time you said no, if I remember right. Because
I think we did. I didn't want to come across as
Yeah.
the total homer or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an instigator, not an interrogator. I said interrogator, but I'm an instigator. That's your Cook
James Cook. I think he like kind of touched on this like last year. Derrick Henry going at the turn, right? Same thing with James Cook. You know what you're getting with James Cook. He's very safe at the turn. He's not going to sink your team. So yeah, he's a worthy turn pick there.
Yeah, I fought it for a long time. But he was also going at like 107 for a while.
He was going higher. Yeah.
So he's one of those that he's fallen now to the point that I think it's fair. And kind of like Drake May, like he was going so high early. A lot of people who were drafting in January,
right,
still have a stink on that price.
Right.
And it's a completely different landscape now.
Right.
So but I honestly I
like our team.
I think this is fun. I would like to get, if I could get the 12 spot and get a bunch of like, if I could get a Bowers Hampton team and like, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun in the Poodle. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I think that, and I don't think I don't think that this team is like uncompetitive. Some people have fun and built uncompetitive teams. I don't think this, if I were to give this team odds to advance, I would say 14%. Like, I don't think it would be like 16%. I think that all teams from the 12 spot are going to kind of feel weird.
Yeah.
I think that every team, I think that the 12 spot advance rate this year is probably going to pretty easily be, it won't be the lowest because somebody in the top 11 are going to get hurt. Right.
Right.
And that spot is going to be the lowest advance rate probably. Right.
Yeah.
So like moving that, like, and then since there's no like clear like picks at like clear 14 or 15 picks, it's more like after 11, there's like, I mean, even if you go top 12, like 13 through like 19 are really close. Like it means that all of those picks are just better picks than the 12 pick. So now on DraftKings, like being in a room, being at the 12 spot isn't like complete death though. Because if you're in a room that actually pulls some people up, if they pull two people up, the 12 spot's the only spot you have a chance to get CeeDee Lamb Jefferson, right? Or CeeDee Lamb Genty, right? Like that's where you could get those teams. So it's not like you need to get the 12 spot when you have some wild people in front of you, you know, like, so, but
yeah, I do agree. I think that there's like, it gets kind of flat and it sort of always feels this way. The 12 spot, it just feels like it just completely dies and goes into a whole new tier. So like but I think they're like, I'm looking at one, somebody pulled up Drake London to the turn. And I think that is totally fine. Right.
Yeah. Like my choices were Nico, Bowers, and London were the three. I was like, which one do I want to pull up to the 112?
Yeah.
And I already have 17% Nico. So I was like, let's not do that. The other, like I had two more options.
He's hard not to click, man.
Like AJ Brown getting Patrick Surtain in week 17 is so under talked about.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Just give me, like, I want Nico even without that probably, but you have that on top of it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty in on Nico Collins. Like, I kind of, I'm wondering when we're going to get whenever training camp starts and Rice is out there and ready. We're going to start seeing Rice go back up to the pick 20, right?
He'll go into the mid-second.
Yeah,
he should.
Like, I don't know about you, but I'm clicking Rice like every time at the.
I'm clicking a lot of Rice right now.
Like, I think I've got like 22% on DK right now in the millie, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, and every time, like, it's really sucks because it's Scatabo versus Jacobs every time in the fourth, and it's like 50. Like, I almost landed, but I almost got the Rice Scatabo Jacobs team. I almost got it, and it had. I think I took Pickens on that team too. And it's like I took Pickens, so I took Scatabo, and I was at the 3 spot. It was Jamar Chase. I think it was Pickens, then Rice, and then Scatabo. And it came back around, and like the person at the 1 hole taking 3 straight running backs to start. So I was like, they probably don't take a running back. I was right, but the other guy took them on the way back. I was like, maybe that one guy is scared, right? Like maybe this guy is scared. If I like, I think there's a better chance that Jacobs is the one that falls than Scatabo.
Right.
So I went ahead and I almost landed. I would have been so happy. The team was still fun, but I think that was, yeah. But anyway, I think I'm about to head out. I'm going to head on over to number 12. Nice. Like I think that's fair. But I'm going to head on over to Bayou Bengals stream, by the way. Anybody who wants to head on over there. If you haven't smashed a like yet, go ahead and smash a like here. If you're new and you like the content, go ahead and sub. This is Peppertoni, chat rat, a troll a lot of the time.
We do a little trolling. No, you have to interact. You have to interact with me enough to know, because not to toot my own horn. I feel I do offer some good insight and thoughts. But
when you offer argument stuff, like half the time you like, it's usually half joking.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm just taking up the other viewpoint because nobody else is. And I think maybe it's the way I type or whatever. People think I'm like being like deathly serious and like pretentious or whatever.
Well, it's because you have points to back up your thoughts.
right.
Like, and that makes you like hard to talk to for a moment.
Right. So, we're all having fun. It's fantasy football. And no, a lot of times I'm just taking the contrarian viewpoint just because somebody has to.
Absolutely. So week 17, Savion Williams, touchdown pass, Matthew Golden.
We win
the poodle.
Hit so
and you're going to see some of this.
We're going to have like the longest hopscotch.
I mean, we only live like 4.5 hours away.
Yeah, and all of Chad is invited. Yeah, we'll set this up.
If there's a week 17, like real sweat in that Monday night game, we'll figure something out.
Yes, absolutely. For sure.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
All right.
Great time having you again. We might be doing something here in the next couple of weeks with tight ends as well. Yeah, I don't know if you guys like the tier list stuff or not, but we may end up doing that again. Let us know in the comments after the video. Peace.
Later.